I would like to register a complaint.
It's too late. Welcome to the Kobold Cafe. I'm Luke, the GM of what will be Upsilon Transcending, a GURPS 4th edition role-playing game. The complaint register today is Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I will be playing Matthias Oberlin, hoping for a chance to use his history and area knowledge skills.
We'll see.
Luck with that.
We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Lily. She is a lot of fun.
We've got James.
Hey, I'm James. I play Sigrid Rizierke. I've got to explain things to girlfriend.
Okay. We've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Audrey, and she is a moderate amount of fun,
Moderate
but
amount of fun.
definitely is not causing trouble.
And don't have to explain anything to your girlfriend.
Truth.
We've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Ebra. I play for you today Lucius 2D Lockhart, your team spy in Shadow.
Spy and Shadow. And we've got Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Guy. He's not any fun at all unless he's talking somebody into making their head explode.
You have a really twisted definition of fun.
He's not wrong, though.
No, he's not wrong. And we would have Z Warrior, but probably not today. Skeleborn, rest in pieces for today. Last time, you went to a very fancy party, a fundraiser of sorts that occurs sort of yearly at a secluded mansion in the mountains south of the research center, which is pretty much only resided in by the founder's son most of the year. It were a good party. Sigrid stuck a tongue down the founder's son's throat and pushed him off a balcony into a pond. Guy and Lucius snuck underground and found that this place contained an extensive network of bunkers and access to a rapid transit system deep beneath the city for VIPs. He also came across a safe which contained a very spooky box that was trying to do things to your brains.
Yeah, a mentally active spooky box.
Mentally active
Let
spooky box.
alone.
Spooky box contained a couple of teeth, some bits of bone, and some ashes, but separated in different containers. Spooky box got left. Guy snatched a copy of the high-tech, super secret storage media that was in there also. Did you leave that copy?
Yeah, we left the shitty copy. I mean, it was a good copy, but it was still a copy. So we left the copy and we took the good one. And by we, I mean I, because I was the only one in that vault.
Correct.
And that was the only thing that anybody saw me take.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
For Jared's benefit, I also stole a pocket full of gold.
Oh yeah, gold. There was
Heavy pocket.
gold in there.
Yes.
And the evening wound down. You left. Oh no, not quite. You did. Lily did some investigating upstairs, and in Tenzin's bedroom, she found the device. You weren't quite sure what it was, but since you have now realized it is something called a Sensi player, worn over the head and requiring a direct neural jack into you to play them back. It lets you play people's experiences as if you were actually them.
which is creepy but not illegal, so I put him back. After we made sure nothing was illegal. Really fucked up on there.
I mean, some of his tapes were probably illegal.
Yeah, I don't think you've got a neural jack, have you, Lily? So
There was one there.
No, you need a neural jack to play it back. Like there's a
The
headset,
jack is there.
but you still need a
Oh.
neural jack surgically implanted into your
Oh.
brain.
Okay, so maybe we didn't give it back. He's just gonna be super pissed.
I mean, if we wanted to look at them, Violet would have volunteered that she has one.
Oh, you do? Have fun watching that screwed up shit.
That's why it was a very hesitant volunteer.
Because the selection of tapes had some strange names and did look suspicious. The recordings that he had in his possession, and based on what you found him in, it is definitely what he purchased from the Yakuza at the fighting den.
We can't give those back without verifying that they're not anything more than really disturbing porn.
So, what do you want to actually know about them? Because, like, I'll watch them, but, like, if you only want to hear about illegal things, I'll only tell you about illegal things.
I mean, that guy's kind of a prat, and we've discovered he's not as dumb as he's making himself out to be, so I guess I wouldn't be opposed to having some, dirt on him if we really need to, but I'm not plus.
Sure, I mean, what's a little blackmail on top of all the murder and breaking and entering?
I mean, I say this fully realizing that I'm probably going to change my opinion after watching those tapes, but he didn't seem that bad.
He did not seem that bad. Here's the thought. If you were going to try and brainwash somebody, a direct link into their brain would be a great place to start.
Yeah.
Can you put a buffer or something in between you and the player?
I have one.
Okay. That shows a degree of forethought that we'll bear mention later, but for the moment...
Likewise, to be honest. I have it because I do mental combat. It comes with that.
No. Okay.
Like, in theory, somebody could attack me, so
yeah,
it's worth defending.
I think...
Honestly, it's shocking that you guys don't.
I think you mean something more along the lines of something that can be added to the Sensi to influence whoever's using it when they watch Sensis.
That is precisely what I mean.
He was worried that I might get hit, but also worth watching to see if something is attacking.
No,
exactly.
I thought you meant so you could put something in to brainwash Chosen. I mean, Tenzin.
Oh, God.
Oh.
No, okay. That's
also a good idea.
That's just me going straight to that, okay.
Yeah, that's a worse idea than a more evil idea than the players. I'm impressed.
Yeah, we just wanted to blackmail the guy. You wanted to do really screwed up shit.
Well, you're talking about blackmailing him, and then you talk about brainwashing.
The brainwashing was to make sure, like, someone didn't slip shit in there to either implant something in us or Ozan.
Worried about other people brainwashing him.
You didn't need to be until now. Ooh, that was good.
Giving the GM ideas.
Good brainwashing roll there.
I'll be right back.
Bye.
So Violet will have watched it. Is there anything other than just creepy stuff?
Summer, it's definitely illegal. Give me...
Yeah, but there's like grades of illegal.
Horrifyingly illegal. Hesitant to describe illegal.
So you're requesting like a fear check, fright check?
Yes, please. Would you have watched them full immersion from the beginning? Or would you have watched them, the other way?
She would have started full immersion, just because that's the way to approach it. But if it starts to get creepy, she would switch.
Yeah, give me a fright check at -5, please.
That's bad.
Because also, I'm not sure if there's an easy way to turn a Sensei off once you get it playing, especially if you're new to the technology.
I mean, just turn the whole thing off.
There has to be some kind of like.
Give me an
turn off.
electronics operation media roll as well to see if you could get it off that easy. Oh, you succeeded.
I mean, she would still want to turn it off pretty quickly, though.
Mm-hmm. It's a tortured to death scenario. You are in a dimly lit tent. You can hear helicopters occasionally going past, and there are people shouting at you in Chinese. You speak Chinese, don't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's an interrogation. They want to know how you knew that they'd be in X place at Y time, and they proceed to remove parts of you surgically without anesthetic.
It takes longer to turn off than I would like.
Yeah. If you're not doing this alone, people would see Audrey twitching, jerking in a chair, probably
Yeah.
starting to get really sweaty.
Is there a way? Would she have told us if there's a way to take it off?
I'm sure you'd have you'd have taken the care to see how on and off works before you started.
Yeah.
So yeah.
She has a plug in the back of her neck. This is Violet.
Violet.
If you pull, she tells you if it goes really, really bad, that'll disconnect it, but don't, because it also just like there's neural feedback.
Like chewing on tinfoil.
Okay, well, until I wait. She told me to wait. I guess I'll wait.
Holy shit! That guy is fucked up.
Like I told you, he was a prat.
Like that was somebody. Somebody was killed. Like the person recording. Like tortured to death.
You feel the urge to like clench and unclench your hand that was just removed.
Yeah.
She'll just nod, be like, "All right." Like,
I mean, if he's watching shit like that, he's up for anything.
And I mean, those can't be super common. Like, where do you even get something like that?
Yakuza.
I mean, China. That was definitely Chinese.
So what we do about it?
I'll hold out my hand for the disc. No?
I mean, does someone want to stop him or something? Because I'll give it to him if he wants it.
I have no objection.
All right. I'll stick it in my pocket and walk out.
Bye, Gee.
There's more of them.
I know.
Gee done for now. This all Gee need. Gee go get job done.
He's gonna go talk to the Yakuza.
Okay. Taking
Have
anyone
some
with.
words with our friend.
Not using the word friend with them right now.
So would we assume this to have all taken place during the time skip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 2 weeks have passed since that party also.
Oh, well.
Things have been relatively calm. No news on the Human Empowerment League or League of Villains, air quotes. No fairy sightings.
I kind of
Anything
want.
in the news about our takedown of 2 of their members?
No. That's been news free as well.
That's good.
Because we're working with the Stasi, right? They were able to silence it.
Is that a woodlouse?
Me-
You little bastard.
It means the rest of them weren't warned. Hopefully. I kind of want to hear the Yakuza get yelled at.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I was just considering things.
Sure. I have a different scene if you wanted to buy time.
Yeah, go on then. What are you after, Violet? Or
At some point during the week, Audrey will ask people while they're sort of gathered around. So, what do we actually want to do about this anniversary thing? Like, I figure either we should be patrolling or be 20 miles out in the ocean heading away from the island. But it's one or the other. I don't want to be sitting on my couch that night.
Garth did tell us that we're going to be there for it. Like I made him promise that when things got there, like that we would be involved. So I don't think we'll be, you know, the main force for when things go into the shit, but he's agreed to have us present and to you know, we don't just want to observe, like we want to be involved.
That's good.
But I don't have any
We may not have most important job, but our job would be important.
But that's good enough for me. That said, the yacht is going to be gassed up. Or charged up.
Sure.
What do you call it around here?
juiced.
Charged? Juiced? Juiced. I like juiced.
Keys in the ignition.
That was the extent of my stalling conversation that I had.
That's fine. Anyone else want to go with the gi to the Yakuza when he declares that, you know?
I'll send Tiny Owl so that on his shoulders, so that way we can listen in, because I can watch Tiny Owl. Audrey can watch through me, and then Audrey can transmit to everyone else if they want it.
That'll work.
I'll go with him. The Yakuza know, and
Yeah, they respect Sigrid. They're fairly friendly with Sigrid.
yeah. And if this all goes to shit, you know,
Sigrid, good fighter.
Sigrid, good fighter.
As Lucius sees that Sigurd has been appointed and everything seems covered, he's just gonna wave his hand and say, "Well, you guys take care of that. I'll see you guys later." And he is going to see how Laura is doing. As he was very focused on the mission last time, he is concerned about her current pregnant status.
Oh, speaking of Lara, did I manage to convince her to dub me godmother?
I don't think you've managed to have that conversation just yet.
Just yet? Okay.
Because I imagine right now we are also well before 2 weeks having passed if we're looking at a Yakuza fight.
It's not a fight.
A fight.
Let's
So-
watch that, then figure out how to move on.
You walk into the Yakuza office, everyone's armed up. There's like 50 ninjas in there with various ninja weapons. And the boss kneels down and says, "So, Gi, you have come to fight and die here today."
Who have you been talking to? Yeah, no, but when I walk in, I will throw the disc on the desk. And I'll just let him look at it and kind of read his expression as he sees it and hopefully recognizes it.
He will recognize it. And he'll look up at you. You have a problem with this disc?
Yes, I have a problem with that disc, and so would anybody. Why would you bring this onto the island?
It is a valuable trade good.
It creates a market.
The market was already there. We were utilizing it. This one is particularly gruesome.
I'm struggling to understand how there's any honor in this. Like, this is literally somebody being tortured to death. And some sick fuck decided to record their sensory input while they did it? Do you not see how slippery of a slope that is?
The device was designed to torture. You torture one, and then you could torture many more efficiently with this, without having to actually hurt them.
Okay.
But
Yeah, but then what about the sicko who's got this next to his bed in the bedroom and is jerking off while being tortured? You don't see how that could lead to several other problems? Like, what's the next step for somebody like this? What if they want more? What about when they want more?
he shakes his head. You could see why that would not be my concern, surely. I have my own to look after.
Yes, and I think we have to strike balance here.
This is the first time that I have not felt like you have had respect and honor in your dealings. And I think that I'm going to ask you respectfully, do not bring this shit on the island. Sell, or no, don't sell. Get rid of, or just whatever you have left, get it off the island. And we won't have a problem.
People are sounding annoyed in Japanese as they demand from him, like, what? It's too good a business, boss. Can't let him. No. And the boss shakes.
Zinger will look around the room and challenge, like, eyeball, like, direct eye contact, just, like, challenge them to say that kind of shit. You know the look.
They still look.
She
I'm
doesn't
willing
know.
to forgive a
She
lot,
doesn't
but
know
there's a line.
She doesn't know what they're saying, but she knows what they're saying.
They look indignant. It looks like today might not have been the day to give him shit, and the boss is just shaking his head still. The market will remain. We're not the only ones who deal in these.
Who else?
Everyone. Those I've already told you about. This person is a prime supplier of these. And he'll scribble down a name and a phone number. They work at the research center.
I'll take it. Without breaking eye contact. And I'm like, no more. I'm serious. This is more than personally offensive. This is poison. And I'll walk out without letting him answer.
Cool.
I like the pause in there. I hope that was intentional.
Sigrid, do you follow him out?
Yeah, I'll follow him out.
The Yakuza do not look happy with
But
you.
but almost doing that Sokka thing where like I'm watching you.
Uh-huh. You kind of get it back. Like, a couple of them look like they're begging for you to try something, even.
Walk out and just be like, well, that went good.
This is. Sorry. Just take a breath. Like, this is somehow very personally offensive to me.
No, torture not good. Torture low.
On the elevator ride down, I'm gonna just make small talk with Sigrid as long as we're here. Tell me about your family.
Dead.
Dead? Yeah.
Yeah, but I
They
mean,
skeleton now. Like Myers.
you interacted with them from your perspective not even a couple of months ago, right?
Yes. We small section of Norway. Very small village. But we have what we need. I was raised by Earl Brynjolf.
Is that your father?
No. No, I was village say I was left outside or I was born outside village by mysterious woman who appeared, gave birth and disappeared.
Okay, that's a pretty badass origin story. You don't know anything about her?
No one does.
You know, in the movies they always give a token to be given to their daughter on, 18th birthday or whatever. No such luck?
No, she was naked.
That's all right then.
But village believe I gift from Aesir
Coco Hush.
raise me, train me to fight. We
Trained you
invade
well.
England.
Yeah, frequently.
But I only invade England once.
Oh.
Great Viking army. Many armies. Many kingdoms get together and invade England. We almost got to Alfred and his Wessex. But we have to turn around when rival Earl take over our village. We had to go free our people.
There's some screenwriter in the corner of this elevator that you'd not noticed, and he's just like, holy shit, writing this down.
Do you miss it? Honestly. Like, it was a simpler time, I'm sure.
I miss family. I not miss cold.
Yeah.
Food is plentiful here.
Probably tastes a hell of a lot better, too. Had you guys invented seasonings yet?
We had traded for some that came from Mediterranean at one point. It was very expensive.
Coriander, cumin, mustard, wild horseradish.
Salt.
Yeah, salt. Ooh.
Salt.
Salt.
Sigrid in
Yes.
the pantry on the first day. Never before have I seen so much salt in one place.
Well, for what it's worth,
Oh.
I'm glad you're here. I'll slap her on the shoulder.
I'm glad I meet new people who have same adventuring spirit.
As the elevator doors open, Gil like stop for just a second and turn to her and is like, just out of curiosity, if you ever were to meet your mother, what would you want to say to her?
I not know. I never think of it. My mother die. My real mother die even before I frozen in glacier.
Your
Other
real
woman
mother.
just
Oh, right.
mother
yeah,
who
just-
gave birth to me.
And then abandon you. Like, you would want to say something to her?
Sorry, headphones died. Birth mother. I never know.
Yeah, but she, she gave birth and then abandoned you. You wouldn't want to say something to her if you ever met her?
She not abandon me. She disappear. It will of gods.
Fair enough.
I gift from Aesir. I probably have Odin's blood. How else you explain this? And then, like, cut her hand real quick. Hold it up.
I know what happens. Never mind. Let's go get some hot dogs.
Ooh, I like hot dogs.
All right, that's it for that scene.
Okay. Cue Elise.
Hot dogs. Very open about meat sources in the future.
By the way, I will have green tea and stuff because I assume that shook her the fuck up a little bit.
Bit quiet there. What shook you up a bit?
So-
And
Grab Audrey and stuff some tea because I assume that screwed her up a little bit. We don't have to roleplay it, but if unless she wants to.
There's a big stack of senses to go through. He must have got.
Yeah. So she's shooken a little bit, but not as much as you would expect, to be honest.
It's like my friend at work that found that dead body, and we were all like, Jesus Christ, and she was like, so?
Swear to God, the same thing happened to my brother.
Hopefully not that bad, but in the same genre.
Yeah. But, aye.
Yeah, what were on the rest of them if we're watching those?
Some of them are quite fun. You definitely see a bank robbery from some part of America. You killed a lot of fools in that one, Audrey. You blow some people's brains out.
That is also disturbing.
You get out of there with a big old sack full of money and gold and jewelry, though. And, like, high five in the car on the escape.
Not all of these need to actually be finished.
Mm-hmm.
To get the gist of them.
That one's actually a very special one. It's been edited, and you can replay it from different perspectives.
It's
That's
got
kinda cool.
production value.
Yeah, in the car at the end, you can see them all taking the masks off. But then you suspect, you're not sure, but it might actually all be fake.
That makes sense.
Because you realise after you finish it that you didn't take any injury during it. And so you didn't really feel any pain. So it could have all just been very well staged.
Right. Still cool.
That one lasts a good hour. And they play in real time. So 1 second in the Sensi is 1 second outside the Sensi. The kid's 11th birthday party is an interesting one. You think you're somewhere in Central Asia, And it is indeed a child's birthday party. And you are almost positive that you get abducted by aliens.
That's disturbing.
You are a parent in this scenario, you think? You're carrying a cake out and singing. And then there's a deafening blast that will cane your ears in there. You go completely deaf, and there's bright white light, and you feel yourself drawn up into the sky at obscene speeds. And then there's a couple of flashes of just strange, gruesome flesh going over bizarre plastic instruments coming in towards you, and then pain, and then it ends. And that one is especially strange.
Where the fuck did they get the transmission out? I mean, that's horrible.
If that one's real, then would have.
Yeah. So it occurred to me that she can actually share senses with her powers also.
Oh, thank
If anybody, if any, alright, figured out check.
No neural
Yeah,
jack required.
I think this shit's actually pretty fucked up, and yeah, Sigurd does not want in on that.
I don't blame any of you.
A few of them are some super kinky porn stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
I feel like basically this is the back room of a independent video store in the early 90s.
Oh yeah.
It's that Simpsons
Yeah.
episode where Bart and Milhouse are in charge of the comic book store.
In the early 90s.
I think that one might have been a noughties episode, honestly. But I'm sure it was still heavily influenced by the early 90s because I doubt Simpsons writers lived in present day.
True.
Wheel.
Well, that's a creepy way to spend a week.
Yeah. That was a creepy
Yeah.
week for certains.
But we have an inventory now,
You're
and none of them are more suspect than just...
alien abduction, definitely number
Okay.
one suspect for what the hell is going on here. Like, that one raises so many more questions.
Maybe it was an actual alien abduction. Who knows?
She'll watch that one a couple times. Because what if it's real?
Give me her.
Lily will actually team. She's interested in that one too. If you want to.
Sure.
You want to team up on the
Totally.
alien abduction one?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what. Observation, I think, yeah. Just observations to try and take in everything that you see in that Sensi.
It helps if you have your character.
You and James aren't even as your characters.
Oh,
Oh.
we are.
Oh,
not.
jeez.
I've been doing level design this whole time.
You nerd.
Hey, I just got a new toy that makes all placement of objects physics based for Unity, and it's the best thing ever.
So you can just, like, drop things, they stay there?
Well, no, okay. I don't want to digress. I'll explain why it's awesome
Sure.
later. I didn't make it.
No, so Lily, it's cool. And once you get over those searing pains that you feel right at the end,
I think Audrey did though.
yeah, Audrey, this is some kind of high up guy in what might be Venezuelan command.
Fuck.
You pick up a few things like US flags on the walls. Venezuela is a US state.
Okay.
And this guy is clearly like a high up member of the appointed forces or something.
It is being something by aliens?
By somethinged by aliens. He does not get a good look at the end, but you definitely see a tentacle and kind of a huge orange eye with 3 dark purple pupils semi-connected in it vertically that comes right up over the face with this. It looks like a scalpel, but it's curved and looks like it's made out of red plastic. And you can't see your chest because you're held in place by invisible restraints that are spreading you all out, but it's as if 2 big cuts are made across your chest with that thing, while the creepy orange eye and tentacles whip around in front of your vision before it all turns off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares from that.
Lily, it cures your nightmares for a couple of days.
Okay. Are you used to it by now?
What did she say?
Oh, I'm used to it by now. Fun.
I think he said it cures your nightmares for a couple days.
I think he said cued.
No, I did say cures.
Oh, really?
Reverse effect, you sleep soundly.
Sudden addiction to these Sims.
Ooh.
I don't want to mind Jack.
Both of you should roll
This
me
is-
a HT check. Audrey's at a -1. Lily straight up.
I failed, so I'm gonna have withdrawals or something.
Cool. And I think Audrey might technically have a bonus, seeing as she does this all the time anyway. But that kind of even when it feels bad, there is something about that immersion into another human's body that is.
Oh, human's body. Okay, so I'm about to say, because I get this shit all the time, and it's
Oh no, yeah, you do get it
It's
from
for the
owls too.
owls.
Yeah,
I get it all the time. Like,
Yeah,
I
you-
literally have it. I can't turn it off.
you two
Or
are
it's
probably
not
not
always
too bad.
on.
You're not too bad.
I literally have a disadvantage for this shit.
Okay. Matthias.
I think Ev wanted to talk to his
Oh.
wife,
Oh yeah, Ever wants to talk to his girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure she was doing all right after knowing about that. He feels a little bit sad about leaving her now away from all of this, and he's being very meticulous and being very careful in keeping her away from that fairy. Like, he reads on the internet. Sorry, not on the internet. He reads on some books that he can get a horseshoe to ward away fairies. So he puts one on the front door, like makes it have gets one with the number of the apartment or something, and he just puts it and hanging there for good luck.
Yeah, I get you. You're fairy proofing your apartment as best as you can.
Yeah,
Probably trying to keep your girlfriend below ground as much as possible.
Well, he can't do much to keep her from doing whatever she has or wants to do for now, but he's at least proving the house and making sure that she's well cared.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
He's going into full-on nesting mode.
Yes. Lucius has become a burb.
Oh, it's a human thing too.
Nirvana likes native-born citizens as well, still, for the time being. So there are significant support measures in place. Laura's already been showing you the various grants and stuff that you'll be receiving.
Awesome.
So,
And you're gonna have, it's probably gonna look. Do metas? If metas breed with metas, does that almost guarantee another one?
yeah, it's
Dominant trait.
it's a very dominant trait, the meta trait. So,
Thought Lara wasn't a meta.
She is a meta, man.
I thought that the power she got was from a plushie
huh?
in this dimension.
No, I'm pretty sure Luke said her power is something to do with blood.
She is a meta. She is a meta human.
Oh, okay. Then sorry for mistaking.
No worries.
right about the blood thing, Luke? Am I remembering correctly?
Yeah, I think you are. I think Laura's not certain of her own powers, though. Lots of metahumans never really get to find out what the powers are because they're so situational. But she definitely has certain enhanced traits as well. Uh-huh. Cool.
What's my popularity doing?
Good question.
You're still at the top of the board because crimes have been, fairly low.
Violet has been pumping her in terms of social media and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And Sigurd has been learning all of that with you.
That's fair. If you're willing to learn, then she's been pumping you as she teaches you how to do it yourself.
Probably there's probably been daily blog
Like-
posts or something since.
Oh, totally.
Like, especially after last week when the one dude was like, "Oh yeah, no, this new social media thing is gonna be like a whole new
Truth.
form to power," and Sigurd was like, "Really?"
So she will be asked at one point, are the Dunnings sort of are you going as a team or are you competing with each other?
Oh, I not know. Lily, are we team?
I guess. I mean, yes, we are a team, but we haven't done any like things together. I've been going off with Malaya.
That was going to be my
Oh.
next question. Like, are you a trio then?
No, maybe we all are independent. We just friends.
All right.
I mean, the whole point of having us be faces was so that we could, when the group does something, we can take the credit.
Works for me.
Yeah, what's these say? Team ups? We just use lots of team ups,
I mean, those are really
but
popular.
technically independent.
So the weird sim stuff had me thinking too, and I don't suppose anybody's actually up for doing that.
The weird what stuff?
Like
Sim
recording?
stuff. Yeah, recordings.
Is anyone up for getting tortured to death?
No,
Fine.
not being tortured to death, but like people would definitely be interested in getting a first-person view of a superhero doing their super stuff.
What do you have to do that, Luke?
You would need to be wearing that sensei is one that can record, so you just need a neural jack and the right software, and that one has the
No, thank you.
recording software.
Oh, and I literally don't think Sigrid can achieve that.
I mean, it doesn't have to be cyberware. Like they make helmets.
Oh,
Oh, can it be done without a neural jack?
Out of character, I suspect the helmets still involve poking needles into your brain, but there might be a non-needle version. I'm not sure.
I mean, if we really wanted,
I'm certain there's a non-needle version, but it might be too high-tech level.
if we really wanted to, you could be the recording device.
That's also true. That's a good point. If the tech doesn't exist, we can still make it work.
So,
You got it, Jack.
a few area you've got current affairs tech things. Neural jacks are not widely available. They are in use on Nirvana for people with
Hazardous jobs.
mobility problems and stuff like that. And also, jobs that can be much enhanced by interfacing directly with a computer.
It's definitely weird that Violet has one.
It is very strange for Violet to have one, yeah.
Far from the strangest thing about Violet, to be honest.
Yeah.
True.
In China, neural jacks and stuff like this is commercially available now.
So, after the 2 weeks time jump, do we want to track down Mr. Man, who we got the name of from the science center?
Yes.
Oh, speaking of the research center, the info that Sigrid and I got from the Yakuza suggests
That's what I
that
was
they're.
just talking about.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That guy.
That guy.
I mean, like Audrey works there.
I mean, I could definitely get you like his general reputation.
Yeah. I think
But-
that's probably a good place to start.
My question is do we want a time jump now?
Perhaps
would say
before we
yes.
jump to after the time jump, some other stuff could be done.
Sure. Matthias, aye, you got some stuff in mind?
Yeah, one night in the week he'll head to a bar and order a I just closed the page. 1664
Cronenberg, aye.
at that bar and head upstairs.
Ooh, that bar, you say?
Just on a whim.
Fair.
Just on a whim, you say?
You know what? I rarely invoke it, so a serendipitous whim.
Aye, aye.
Absolutely.
Have you gone alone?
Yeah. Didn't
Okay.
want to bother people if it turned out to be nothing. He doesn't know he can say this happens and it'll happen.
That's true. Indeed, as you head upstairs, you recognize a couple of faces. That person wearing the gas mask is here again, along with the woman that he was with before.
Are there a couple of beat up looking guys?
Those elephant brothers are not present. Oh, in fact, you used a serendipity. They could be if you wanted them to be.
Nah,
Okay.
just asking.
It changed a couple of things. So, no, they are not present. They are
Okay.
having a bit of a conversation together. Gonna try and eavesdrop. It's fairly hushed. You'd have to try and sit quite close.
Are they like at a booth or something, or is it?
It's
Are they just banking on it? People respecting their privacy because of the way they are.
partly that last one. It is a corner table. As far away
Okay,
from the...
Matthias will sit kind of nearby, I guess,
Alright.
and he's gonna call Audrey.
Hello?
And he'll start talking to her and explain the situation in Alsatian. Good cover to be near and look like you're just distracted talking to someone on your phone.
Mm-hmm. Did you say in Alsatian? Like a language?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you
local
could
variety of German.
link to
Fair.
him after a couple of seconds, yeah?
He's pretty far away, right?
Potentially pretty far away.
She'll give it a shot. If we're going for narrative sake, then yes.
Couple kilometers. If you're at home, 2.5.
She doesn't actually understand you. Not with that roll.
Well, he'll keep talking anyways. And then you'll eventually get the chance to be like, what the fuck is going on, man?
I mean, she assumes that you have a reason that you're doing this.
She's
But like 2 or
not
3
calling for help as he has his stroke.
Exactly. Like 2 or 3 minutes in, she'll say, I don't actually know what you're saying.
Do you speak German, Audrey?
She does not.
Okay.
She normally borrows German from somebody nearby.
Uh-huh.
Which
What
is why
language does she actually speak, as she mentioned?
you definitely know she speaks English. She's taking Japanese, so she does that. You might know she speaks Chinese, but I don't know if you do or not. She tries
Okay,
not to.
he'll just say no problem after you say that, and then switch back. And he's gonna try and not pay attention to what he's saying because he's hoping no one can understand him.
Fair.
So I will give you a roll of some sort, Luke.
Okay.
Apply whatever penalties you think for trying to eavesdrop while talking.
Okay.
I guess I'll have to give you hearing.
And after a little bit,
Ooh.
Audrey will just flat out ask, "Are you just looking for a distraction here?"
You'd definitely hear him say "yeah" after that.
Oh, great. Then let me tell you about something inane.
Cool. That is a good hearing roll. So, they are in fact talking about those two brothers. And the woman's saying they've been held detained for the maximum period that they're allowed to do it now, and they're getting released tomorrow. We're going to take them in, find out, what the fuck went wrong, and get rid of them if we have to. Gas mask guy's nodding and saying, yeah, we should probably just get rid of them anyway. Who knows what they've already said? Who knows if they've been flipped? Or something stupid like that. It'll be good to, she carries on, at least get some information out of them about what we're looking at in terms of holding facilities now, because this is definitely something they've snuck in. And he's nodding, agreeing. He does ask how the list's going, and she says we've not hit any targets in a week or so, but we've got some that we're going to try and catch soon. And she tells him that on Wednesday, the 24th of February, they're going to take out a whole tram. He'll be on it. He always is. 8 o'clock in the evening, on his way back. Kaboom. Gas mask man sounds happy. Looks around.
Scheiße.
And then they part ways. They don't have that conversation quite so plainly, I don't think. They talk about all sorts of nonsense. And occasionally one of them will just drop one of those bits of information.
Well, then Matthias will finish his beer, or second, depending on how long it took, and end the call, leave, and start another call to Morrison.
I appreciated that pause of which do I call?
Aye, lad. What's the business?
I have some information.
Obviously. What's this one about?
Staff took a couple of men into custody in Langdama a few days ago.
Yep. They're getting released today.
Follow them back. They might be killed by their comrades.
Oh.
And there's a plot on the 24th. They have a target they want to take out on a tram.
Do you know which
at
one?
8 o'clock? No.
Alright. Okay, yeah. We can watch those brothers. They're gonna be useful anyway. They've agreed to share and help.
Then they'll be killed by their friends.
We'll keep an eye on them. They know that risk. We'll be very careful.
Alright, good. I thought I should call you because I called in anonymously last time. Can't exactly say I'm the same anonymous source, and here's the info.
So it was you. Aye.
Is the man's leg okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Pulled a bitter umbrella out of it.
Oh, good. I am, but don't pass on my apologies.
Fair enough. No, I don't think I'll be talking to him again. At least, I hope I won't.
Okay, bye.
Good chat. That's not good chat. That's the snail phone in One Piece getting hung up again.
And then I just will call Audrey.
Hello?
Hey, sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
I went to that bar again on a whim, and they were there.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just kind of talked at you, mostly whatever popped into my head as I was listening to them.
Makes sense.
And
Are
I
you following them or
reported
something?
it all. No, I reported it all to Mawson.
Oh, that's actually kind of smart.
Yeah, they're not connected to the Americans, so they shouldn't be our priority. Don't take the trams on the 24th at 8 p.m. in case they fail.
Okay.
Oh, no, Lily.
Lily doesn't take the trams.
No, but she can watch the trams.
That's true. Although I don't think her owls like to go underground.
The trams go underground?
There are underground trams, but most of them are above ground.
Audrey doesn't understand the concept. She's American.
A tram? In North America, a streetcar or trolley?
Ding, ding, ding.
What was that, Tara?
Because isn't it a monorail system?
I'm
North
using tram as a catch-all term for a box of people that gets moved on a rail.
Okay.
I think it is probably a monorail.
Okay, so then Matthews will call Lily.
Hello?
Hi, there's something you should do on the 24th.
Okay.
You heard about the little fight we had at an apartment in Langdama?
Yeah.
Those people's bosses have something planned at 8 p.m. on the 24th. Someone who always gets on and is using the tram at that time, commuting. They're gonna take out a whole tram.
Be able to watch all the trains. Do you know how many trains move around on the... Luke, I wouldn't be able to watch them all, right?
Not all of them, no, but
Yeah.
yeah, not all of them.
You know how many you know how many trains move around on this island at any given time?
How many are moving from business areas with people finishing late work, late shifts?
That does
I
narrow
mean-
it down some.
It does narrow it down, but you got to get me more specifics, man. There is. We don't. There. You've been on the trains. They run all day, every day, at all times. Like,
Can't be that many though, right? Because like they're fast, so you don't need to have too many of them. They're high capacity.
Mm,
Yeah, but they're also running every like 5 minutes.
yeah, considering there's no traffic on, or no like car traffic, pretty much on this island. We're the weird ones out with vehicles.
I mean, if you just watch the stations themselves, it might be doable.
I mean, yeah, I could do the. Well, even then, the stations. There's quite a few of them. Less of than the trams, but like, gotta get me something more than that. I can have my owls keep an eye out for it, but I can't physically watch that much stuff at once. My attention can only be at one place at a time.
All right. Talk to Mawson that day. He might have more. I got him to look into the other stuff I found out.
Call me.
Sorry, could you say that again? It was quite quiet.
Have him call me.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
cool.
And then it's try to meditate on the tram time. What's that default to?
Try to meditate on the train at -2.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I don't want to laugh at it though.
I see how it is.
Sorry,
That's it for Matthias.
Okay. Well, how about a quick break? We've been going for about an hour.
That's
Okay.
lovely.
Sure.
Alright. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. We're back. So, there has been several disturbing Sensi films watched. There has been knowledge learned of a planned attack on someone by taking out an entire public transit rail-based system car on Wednesday at 8 p.m.-ish.
Shall we gather Monday evening at the roller rink?
Sounds perfect.
Or maybe
Except
afternoon?
it will be the pharmacy, because
Yeah, it'll be the pharmacy.
Even
since
better.
it's Keeper's talk. Pharmacy. We're all going to the pharmacy. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, pharmacy. You and me in the pharmacy.
Oh, I
You
think
deleted
it's
the one I placed, you bastard.
Wheel.
Did Guy finish my new toy?
I think he did. I think your new toy is finished now.
Yeah.
At the end of the 2-week time skip, your new toy is finished.
Yes, so today
Ooh,
your new toy has been
sweet.
finished.
In fact, I'm presenting it to you right now.
Nice. It's a lever action shotgun with a giant axe blade up front.
That's awesome.
Very non-lethal looking.
Yeah.
It has a non-bladed side.
More
Is that
importantly,
the- is that the barrel?
It's
Yeah.
10 gauge, not 12 gauge, and there's a. I can help her come up with all sorts of non-lethal thingies to load inside of there.
Beanbags.
So
It
weirdly,
encourages the user to hold it in such a way that they minimize knockback. Kickback, rather.
Oh.
true.
Axe
So-
to the head after firing.
So weirdly, the
Oh,
gun,
yeah.
the gun is the less lethal part of that weapon.
Yeah, actually, ironically, that was exactly what I was thinking. Like,
Especially in Sigrid's hands.
thank you,
Very
Dean.
cool.
So I imagine everyone gets tipped in on the tram situation. And Guy, I think you already have a feeling about which ones in particular Lily should probably watch.
Okay, I can send that her way.
She will do that when the time comes.
What time of day are we meeting? And is it the 22nd or 23rd?
It is the 22nd today, Monday the 22nd of February.
What time of day?
Evening, I would suspect, 7 p.m.
Okay, you know what? Matthias is going to bring a 6-pack.
Cool. Cronenberg 1664.
Yeah, he's a very proud Alsatian.
You should be watching those stations leading up to the thing, Lily, so we can identify who the target is, since they always take the same train every day. In fact, maybe multiples of us can hang out at some of these stations.
I'd imagine a lot of people take the tram at 8 p.m. each day.
I don't know, 8 p.m.'s a weird time for regular riders. Assuming Nirvana has a 9 to 5 workday.
It's more like the after dinner people.
So, were you talking people who ride on things or write things?
I'm guessing
Ride.
he meant riders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard right as well. And got confused ever so briefly.
Sorry.
Sorry, ever
So what are we expecting to happen?
so briefly. Okay, well, I'm hoping that Mawson and Surf will stop the gas mask person and their associates from, I assume, blowing up a tram. Apparently, Surf has been good at stopping them. They said they've tried a few times to hit the targets, but haven't succeeded.
Well, that's good.
They definitely complained about the superhero nonsense at that meeting a whole bunch. People have been making routine operations very messy, apparently. They really hate that reflection guy.
So do we want to deal with this or just keep our eyes out and step in if it's an emergency and Surf can't handle it?
I mean, this is what we signed up for, isn't it?
I'd be up for hanging out at a train station, but I'm not really down for just getting on a train and hoping it blows up.
The Americans are also going to be setting things in motion.
What's our current lead situation with the Americans?
Fairly blank. You've not received any updates from Mawson or Garth in relation to it. They should presumably have at least one person in custody still.
I presume that their plan is still on, although they might be looking for an alternative for distraction.
Potentially. You've not received any news about the underwater scouting operations, but you're fairly certain that they're still looking in that region and underwater. Lily, you've seen helicopters flying that way, boats coming and leaving with diving gear on board, stuff like that.
Okay.
As much as I don't want to saturate my own story with so much stuff, I'm going to do it anyway. Something weird's happening with the light. It is flickering. And it's getting stronger and stronger, and it starts making a loud buzzing noise. Until it finally bursts and showers glass in the middle of the room.
Fuck?
And it goes dark for a moment. And then it kind of starts getting drafty in the room. Some bits of loose paper that are on this bench just...
No. Matisse bottles, not draft.
start flapping onto the floor. And then there is a loud crack of electricity from the light fitting, and the room glows again in a pale blue light. And there is sort of a rushing air sound. It's as if Lily's warping, but constantly. And suddenly, where the light fitting was, it's just smoke swirling, and out of it, a woman falls from the ceiling and lands on the floor.
Ach du Scheiße.
Fuck?
Was that?
He looks completely and totally unsurprised.
Lucius?
Sorry, was I there? Because I was considering I was not with the group.
No, we had it's our weekly get together.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Sorry, I think I missed the...
What's your characteristic exclamation?
I guess he's gonna be more of a holy shit.
Now we're hoping
Yeah,
for Badoink or...
Sigurd's now holding that shotgun axe as if ready to use the axe.
It is loud in here. The rushing air. It's still crackling lightning, like a Tesla coil above her from that swirling ceiling. She is motionless on the floor. And as it gets slightly more intense, and then suddenly looks as if it's playing backwards. Like when you watch a fire video in reverse and the smoke's coming back into the fire. And it even sucks out a couple of pieces of paper that were loose in the room, like loose sketches that Guy were examining for his final putting together of the shot axe. And it sucks in the ceiling, and the light fitting shards of glass are pulled up from the floor even, and you see the light fitting repair itself in reverse and flicker back to life. And she is still there on the floor, and she seems to be unconscious.
I guess I'll check her pulse.
Pulse detected after a little bit of counting. You roll her over, and she seems to be heavily pregnant. She's got fairly long blonde hair. She is wearing pretty tattered clothes, but she's got a really strange pair of shoes on, and she's carrying like a travel bag with her. A carpet bag, essentially, is what she's got.
The fuck?
Speaking of,
fuck? Sorry, go.
I was gonna ask out of character. Is there any kind of appropriate checks to see what the fuck? Thinking maybe like thaumatology, occultism.
Physician.
I mean, that's what's wrong with her, not like where the fuck she came from.
I would take either of those. I'd also take parachronics.
All right, that'll work.
Oh, so she's like probably Guy's daughter from the future.
I like your line of thought. She possibly did just fall through a time portal.
All right.
Through a wrinkle, you could say.
Potentially. A
In
quim.
time.
A time quim. A quim in time.
Well, if that's the case, if she did just fall through, and Guy should probably know immediately.
He didn't look surprised. That's for certain.
That's true. Sigrid?
Why did you ask me? I know nothing about.
Guy, what the hell?
I've never seen this person before this time.
What does that mean?
She groans and opens her eyes.
Ready the axe.
Sigrid?
How you? No, I guess everybody know my name now.
Lily? She blinks.
What you?
She looks around the room. She looks really
Hi.
scared.
You okay there, lady face?
Grabbing her a lab coat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's nude. No, I said she came with
No,
clothes.
she's not wearing shoes.
She's not wearing shoes. She is nude.
Oh, okay.
But
Wait, sorry, so just the shoes or
no clothes.
No,
Not-
it
it's
seems
not
like
shoes?
it
Okay.
seems like he misspoke.
I misspoke.
First time.
I was confused. She is nude right now, but she does have the bag with her still. Her hair's just long enough to cover her nips. and the way she's sat covers any genital region.
It's comic book appropriate.
Yep.
Hi, lady.
What's the date, please?
You tell us yours first.
Well,
Lily will
What?
instinctively just say it.
There.
February 22nd.
Not the first time.
She nods. Hello, everyone. Again, for me. The first time for you all.
Does she need to know what
Almost.
year it is, Guy?
Did your wife came out from the future?
Lily probably would have said it. Like, what was the actual date?
February 20.
February 22nd, 1999.
Feb 22nd, 99.
She nods.
22nd of February, 99.
Ah, 2199.
After she says for the first time for all of you, Guy says almost.
Is she one of your weird time travel companions, Guy?
Yep.
I don't know who he is. Who is this?
Well, that's new.
You seem to know who some of us are. Who are you?
Sorry, my name is Ulfheed. I'm not pregnant in my picture, but I will start pulling clothes out of my bag.
You can activate the little extra options things and give them a large belly.
Yeah, she's not going to be pregnant for very long.
Oh shit, is she Guy's mom?
Geese mum? You see a bald head crowning.
I mean, usually.
Sigrid,
Not my mom.
I'm your mother.
There's just silent, by the way.
I think that was an appropriate silence in the game.
She opens the bag and starts pulling clothes out of it. I think I already said that, but she's
Yeah.
still doing it. And
Do you have any proof?
What's that mean?
I've not got a birth certificate, if that's what you mean.
I think we'll take an explanation.
She's not pregnant right now. What am I on about? I'm confusing myself.
Time travel.
I'm
Don't
God,
do it, kids.
everything.
She will be
Alright,
pregnant
what
at
is
some
your
point
months?
in the future. Not her future. In your
For the
future,
best.
you will meet her pregnant.
Okay.
I did look for the
Yes.
handout that had her entire timeline in it. But I couldn't find it. But she is not pregnant. She does look fairly old, though. 50s, 60s, fairly old, lol.
Does she look older or younger when I know her?
You about this age.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that? Guy, was it?
You're a little notorious where I'm from.
Oh, shit.
He'll wink.
So who is she?
She's Sigrid's mom. He shrugs. I guess.
I'm a dangerous person.
So are we all, if you think that is some kind of threat.
Lily's gonna bamf away for a minute to her mom's lab.
No, I'm not trying to threaten. And okay. I'm saying that's why I'm notorious in the future. Sorry. What do you told them, Guy?
Not a thing.
Okay. Not about me, about everything?
Oh. How Nirvana contributes so heavily to the erosion of the barrier between worlds, and demons come and attack and destroy the world, and yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Most of humanity
Secret,
lives
you
in a spaceship.
mentioned that video game you played. That sounds like Doom, you called it?
That's not a video game. That's a historical reenactment.
Well, I don't know about the demons or whatever you're talking about. Basically, I escaped not long ago.
From where?
The
Prison.
facility.
The prison facility.
Yes, I suppose it's a prison. It was nearby. It's off Nirvana's coast in that year. It was built
Go ahead.
for me and someone else.
Did you escape
Primarily.
alone?
It houses many, though, I believe. But we
Did
were
you
the
escape alone?
No. Lots of us escaped. We took opportunity where we saw it.
Did
So a
anybody else
clean
come
test
back with you?
tube.
You got a clean test tube, do you say?
Yep, and I hold it under and say spit while their conversation's happening.
She does so.
Cap
Alright,
it
in
and
3
warp
weeks we
back
can
to the
find out if
office.
she's telling the truth.
Mila's got much more
Most of
rapid
that's
than
bureaucracy.
3 weeks. Well, Lily's just confirming the DNA test will show everything.
Yeah, I think Sigurd like took a step back and like the axe is ready, but I think like Sigurd is just like looking at the floor
This is...
working things through.
She finally finishes getting dressed, puts that vest on over her top. And everyone roll straight up perception, please.
Based on what sense?
Vision. I just want to know if you noticed this, given the interesting scenario. And looks like most of you do. That bag that she's got is very strange. When she was looking for her shoes, she reached all the way up to her shoulder in it, like a magician. Like her hand should have been...
Mary Poppins bag.
Yeah, it's Mary Poppins' bag.
Nice.
It's a bag of holding. A temporal bag of holding.
Never put another one in it, inside it.
And
And well, it's more that you don't want to put it in a portable hole.
So Luke, she will have gone directly to Mila and I need DNA test.
I'm busy, Lily.
Time travel shenanigans. I need DNA test.
Rolls her eyes. Like, what game are you playing now? You know where the machine is. I've shown you how to use it before plenty of times.
I don't remember how to use it, please.
She shields her hand out so you can take her to the DNA testing machine.
I will bring us there, and we don't have to roleplay that whole scene. It was just
No, but she will roll teaching, and she will show you how to do it once again. And she did a really bad roll, so...
Because she's irritated at having to do it again, and she's rushing through everything.
Yeah. But you might pick it up, the poor technique of doing it.
I'll go and it all goes right over. But yes, go back the other. Oh, once that's finished, I'll come back. Just pop me back in the room once I'm there.
It won't take too long. Sigrid...
Mary Poppins bag.
Yes, so she's finished getting dressed, she closes that and picks it back up and like slings it over her shoulder and takes a step forward towards you, Sigrid. I'm so sorry for everything. I'm sorry I wasn't there. You have no idea how much I wish I could have been. I'm sorry for where I left you. You have no idea how much I wish I could have left you anywhere else.
No, my mother was Broomhild. You not mother.
What kind of sorcerer are you?
She's not a sorcerer.
I'm a metahuman.
She's a terrorist. Have you always been able to travel through time, or were you sent back?
Always. Although, being able to is an overstatement. I don't have much of a choice. But having arrived here like this, I think someone does. I think it was her. She gives you a look, Guy. A very definite look.
Pointed.
Pointed, that's the one. The other one.
I'll give her a little nod and shift my eyes to somebody in the room and
She looks
back to her.
grateful. Very grateful. We used the platform to escape. Yes.
How did you even get access?
It was not easy, no. When are you from? When was the last time you were there? When was the last time you read the news?
I'll give her whatever the date was.
She nods. Yes. Only last month. Interesting.
The timing is a little suspect, isn't it?
She frowns again. Why are you here? How are you here? Who are you? Who sent you here? I have many questions for you. Sigrid,
Yeah.
I think you're not
I
the
think
one.
I think somebody else might have some priority over your questions of me.
Yep, there you go. You would be back.
Is the test done or is it still processing?
Still processing, but you've got like a 90% confidence printout already.
Not good enough. Try it again.
I mean, I was gonna just keep an eye on it until the thing beeped done.
All right.
With an owl. But it's rude not to be part of the conversation. Also, a PM do question.
Okay.
You don't have to answer it.
Ah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is true. Yes. She's got tears rolling down her face. She is clearly very upset as she faces Sigrid.
Why you come here and tell me such things? You obviously know where to find me.
Because I'm selfish?
So you come claiming to be my mother.
She's nodding.
And you time travel.
Continues to nod.
And you're not able to go back to Norway?
I don't control where or when I go. This
Sound
one
convenient.
was a fluke.
That one sounds inconvenient as hell.
So what you want?
To survive.
Are you being chased or pursued?
She'll nod at that. Yes, they will pursue me. I don't... They won't pursue me back to here, though. You're all safe.
Time cops?
Yeah.
It's really more of a military organization.
They aren't allowed to operate here. But he looks a lot like one of them.
Like this year or this building?
This... this year.
I'm a loophole.
Are you a narc?
Why aren't you here in 2 months?
Guy, this is the first time that you've seen Guy's expression changed. He's not surprised, but he's obviously troubled. I should be.
She looks troubled as well. I recognize Lucius and Matthias.
You recognize me.
This is not the first time I've met you, Matthias.
Guy was not aware of me.
She has the benefit of a shorter hop back.
It was a long time ago, but I was here this year. before, in April. I remember it. The month after your anniversary.
Wait, she's met him. Oh, she's not his mother too, is she?
No, she's all your mum's.
No, there was pretty graphic video of Lily coming out of her mom. So.
You saw that, did you, before they all got slaughtered?
Probably, but she was super young at the time.
Matthias was adopted.
Ooh.
You should know that.
I should.
It's listed under family under background information.
Yeah, but I forget everything.
Probably don't even know what his weight is.
Brief pause while Luke clicks open his sheet.
So Lily, your DNA test results will come back, and you'll see Mila, like, look at them quickly as they ping to her personal device, and then drop the drink that she's holding, and start sprinting towards the machine again.
All right, I'm about to get confirmation here, kids. I'll be right back.
Confirmation of what?
I don't know what she's doing.
The door to that lab slams open. Sorry, Violet, go on.
Probably making sure that you're related.
She's doing the DNA test. She's finding something else out that I probably should have mentioned.
Oh?
Lily is, and then in the lab.
Cut to.
Lily, how are you testing the DNA of one of your own descendants?
Hey, you
Just
look
skip
surprised at that.
I don't think that. Oh yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
we both have
Lily is like my great grandmother.
I think my head
I
now
thought Lily didn't
hurts.
really swing that way.
I mean, she knows super scientist. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, penis
Also,
is
Lily's bi.
no needed.
Obsolete in the future.
Turkey baster. Obsolete in the past. Anyone see that bloke
Obsolete
that
in
got
general.
dug up in Bulgaria with a gold condom?
Wait,
No, but I'm googling that shit right now.
so if this all true, and Lily, your great grandmother, she my great grandmother? My head is really starting to hurt.
Cross-eyed.
Sigrid faints. Clutches of
So
pearls and faints.
So that means Lily's part Norse?
I think the Norse is actually incidental at this point. Like, Sigrid grew up in the Norse society, but she doesn't necessarily have to be genetically Norwegian.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, in fact, Sigrid's genetics will have already been very confusing. But I think they are still mostly Norwegian somehow.
I think her dad was Norwegian,
It's true.
and I mean, mom's name is Ulfhede, so
Probably Norwegianish.
yeah, it's somewhere up in that area.
Does Sigrid just leave the freaking room?
Yes. Sigrid, like, goes into the next room and, like, sits down. She's like, I must sit for a minute.
We'll give her some time.
She's going to be okay, but again, what are you doing here?
Running.
Why now? Like, why now, though?
I don't know why. She set the time for here.
Are you able to interfere?
Shakes her head.
I think there's more at play here. I've been telling you guys for a while that I thought that something was very, very wrong and that there was some other time travel force that was influencing this timeline. And I think I know who's behind it.
It could be you just as easily. Not only were you not here in 2 months, but no one has ever mentioned you to me before.
Oh, I'm definitely an anachronism, but the history that I learned was already different before I came back here.
She frowns.
So it sounds like there's two factions to be examined.
Guy had no idea I existed.
I mean, you probably existed, you just weren't on the island, and if you were, then you did not play a... God, this is gonna crush any ego you might have, but you were not important enough to be included in my lists.
How about you? Do you remember all of us?
In your list, Lice Boy.
Me?
Mhm.
All of you except for Guy. I've met you all several times.
When did you meet us?
Years ago.
Next
When
month.
did
2 months.
I've never been in the same place twice, so I'm guessing I'll be leaving in at the most 2 months. Because I arrived on April 7th, 1999, when I was much younger. I've also been here.
A printout gets tossed, not tossed, but like pulled up. Yeah, I got printouts. Who wants a printout?
Yes, please.
I know what it says. I don't need it.
DNA analysis comparison.
She just holds it and goes, "My brain is scrambled, everyone. How about yours?"
Well, I'm following this okay.
No, I mean, I have to have kids now. I have to have kids. There's no option. I can't have not kids because then Sigrid won't exist because she won't exist. Oh my gods, I have to have kids. Holy shit, I wasn't planning on it, but now I have to do it. Do you know when I have to do it? Because I don't know. Because now timeline is all locked up and I have a fate. I have a fate.
That's not how any of this works. You can make whatever decisions you want, and it will not affect Sigrid in the slightest. She's already here. She can't not be here.
Nodding from Ulfheed.
But could she have never been here?
Just gets down.
In another timeline. There is a timeline out there. There are probably multiple timelines out there where Sigrid does not exist, but how do I explain this? Sigrid can't not exist because she's right there. You cannot change the fact that Sigrid is right there.
Midas goes and checks the other room.
Nice.
I'll put it another way. Any changes that are made can affect the future, but not the past. You can't change the past, even somebody else's past. The future that I come from will not change. If I prevent the end of the world, it will not change the fact that I was born on a spaceship in, 130 years.
Oh god, you are one of them.
Told you. What will change is everybody else's future. We prevent the end of the world, and billions of people won't die when the sky rips open and demons pour out. And then I'll look over at Ulfr again. I'm like, are you telling me you don't remember any of this?
This conversation.
No. The fact that the world ends.
Shakes her head. I didn't
He
see
kind
it.
of like purses his lips. I'm like,
Are you
well,
from different futures?
it's entirely possible.
Did
I
we
mean-
just save the world?
I think her future is different. That doesn't mean we don't have to do anything.
Well, I mean, if your future was the one where demons tore through the American portal to hell, like we just bagged the American portal from Hellmaker, that might have done it.
Done.
They didn't come out
Red
of a
needs a beer. I
portal.
think Red needs a beer.
But yeah, that is actually pretty heavy. Like maybe my mission was over and I didn't even notice.
Well, if she's from your future, go ahead.
Somebody started saying something.
I was gonna say, Lucius gonna suggest, well, maybe I can step out and get some drinks for everybody. This seems to be a little bit more deeper, and we're gonna be here for a while.
I'll get a whiteboard.
She's rubbing a temple too. She could walk over and like lean on the bike.
So, Red.
Why are you here?
I'm just running. I don't know why I go where I go.
Don't suppose you can tell us about the anniversary?
You aren't going to have a good time there. Or at least not from what you told me. But again, Guy wasn't there. So really, I'm not sure if anything I've experienced is accurate for what will happen here now.
That's kind of comforting.
I suspect I'm pulled to this time because of what the Americans did, though. You must have felt it. No? Or does that serum they give you block out those sensations?
It actually might, but it sure beats the hell out of the side effects. If you're talking about the demon summoning, we were there.
Demon summoning. Yep.
No?
They moved their base, right? The underwater one.
Oh, when did they move it to?
Maybe when I destroyed it.
No, not where. When?
It's like the anniversary. They moved it to the anniversary.
Fuck, why didn't I think about that?
Because it's ludicrous?
Brain damage from insects?
Too many lice.
shit. I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it at all.
There's a magnet. They threw a lot of power there. March 14, 1999 is a magnet. Things get drawn here. Some strange shit is probably going to show up soon. If it's not already and you've not noticed it.
Is there any way to measure that energy?
Almost definitely.
I should rephrase. Is there any way that I could measure the energy with what's available today?
Only because I have this. And she's rummaging in a bag. And then pulls out and throws you a small, mostly clear plastic little brick. It's some kind of,
Gizmo.
It's very intuitive to turn on, and once open, it's clearly showing some kind of graph wave. She says, that thing, you could probably figure something out with it. It'll need tuning.
When is this from?
Our time.
Okay. Thank you. He takes it over to a work table and pulls one of those lamps with a built-in magnifying glass over.
Yep.
Well, shit, we might be busy for the next couple of months, guys.
We have a date in like 2 weeks.
Is it that soon?
It is very soon.
Yeah, I guess it is.
3 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, ripples in the pond. After we're done with the anniversary, we're still going to be dealing with temporal displacements, anachronisms. I like anachronisms.
Yeah, anachronisms.
I'm not single-minded, so I will pocket the thing.
As it's on its way to your pocket, like just before you turn it off, you see something on the graph, a spike, and it kind of, like an exclamation mark shows up in one corner, and it's beeping.
Oh shit, I forgot. Like, he just says that out loud.
There is a noise from the ceiling, and something drops. It's big, like a big dog size, vaguely spider shaped, but not really. It's hard to focus on because it is shifting and morphing, and it looks almost crystalline. And it lands on the floor on its back, but then immediately flips over and starts to kind of fade. Everyone roll me vision, please, at -5s.
Assume the people who aren't in the room.
Yeah, you two don't need to worry, but I imagine a few people in there just screamed. And
There's definitely a Sigrid.
Ulfeed goes, ah!
Lily doesn't just grab Sigurd and teleport us to the other side?
I think we do. Well, to the door, because I can't get us actually.
Oh.
The owls don't like hanging out in here because there's too much noise most of the time.
That's fair.
I have eyes outside, but not.
So you can barely see it, but as it dropped to the floor, it crawled over here to the wall, and then moved halfway up this wall.
Does it seem threatening and scary?
It does seem fairly threatening and scary.
And what was Ulfheid's reaction?
Scream and step back.
Okay, what sort of tools are right next to me?
All sorts. You got power drill, big old spanner, heavy wrench, knife.
Big ol' spanner.
And let's get turn order up. Lucius?
So this thing just came out of nowhere and starts attacking, or just chasing?
It's not attacking yet, but it did come out of nowhere, drop to the floor, and skitter whilst becoming semi-invisible over to a wall.
It scared Ulfheid.
And it scared the shit out of Sigrid's mum. Aye.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
worries.
time.
It's not going with my speed for some reason. It's not popping up.
It's,
Are you clicking on your eye or?
It's there for me and in the turn order.
Okay.
Okay, because it's not popping up for me, sorry.
That's weird. Well, that was Time Spider's turn. No. Because Lily brought Sigrid in, sorry about that. So Time Spider will skitter along the wall up to the ceiling and carry on this way. So it is currently kind of just above and behind you, Matthias. But Sigrid, it's your turn.
Yum, time spider.
Yeah. Well, I guess now we get to see how this new thing swings. Make a move and attack.
Size
What
modifier
is-
is 1.
+1 or -1?
+1.
+1.
There's a lot to swing.
Yeah, I guess this doesn't matter because it's versus a 9. Are you gonna swing it? Are you gonna? Come on. There. No.
No, yeah, I see it. Oh no, that's the damage, right?
There we go.
Potential
Oh,
hit.
versus a 9, that hits. Potentially.
Yeah, it does hit.
Yep.
It recoils from you as you're coming into swing, but it does not manage to. And should we take that 10 cut in? That's pretty brutal, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah. It's got some tough, crystalline skin, but you definitely pierce it.
Armor divisor 2 because I made it super fine.
Okay.
Because we weren't able to mount monowire yet.
True that. And radio. Crunch, crunch.
Let me fix that. Oh, combat. There we go.
And it screams somewhat. And Violet. In fact, it emits a strange scream that seems to come from everywhere in the room. And is made up of 1,000 different individual screamers.
That is awful. Violet's going to book it across the room and pull out her collapsible staff.
Cute.
Well, one half of it.
You got fast draw.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Skill.
But Gee.
I'm gonna focus on Snatcher.
And you know what? I'm fine with you grabbing that collapsible staff.
Snatch the spider.
Snatch I was going to say a giant fly, but that won't work. But you could use it as a distraction. Matthias.
Maybe a time fly.
Like a banana.
Oh, I heard that. You beat me to it.
Thank you, Gretchen.
Matthias will turn a bit and all out determined that fucker.
Spanner bash.
No, all out strong that fucker.
Spanner bash.
I assume it's within range with the spanner.
Yeah.
Steel rod.
That'll do it.
Add 1 per die to the damage.
Oof, that is a hit as well. Oh my god. How many
14
dice?
crushing damage.
14 crushing. Funky hell. Lucius.
And wait, you said it was somewhat futuristic-y, the spider?
Yeah, it's as if it's made out of constantly
yeah.
shifting crystals.
Guy might need a new spanner.
Ooh, potentially. Let's see. Oh no, the spanner held up. Sturdy spanner.
I can make one. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to equip my stun gloves
Already out.
since I don't think I have them on.
Lily.
She's gonna rush over to the equipment wall. Where's the equipment wall?
It's the top one.
All right, so you'll go over to her to I assume the one that's like in the corner. Grab her Airzuka off the wall.
The Azuka. Gotcha. Oh yeah, and I wasn't including penalties to hit it for it being so hard to see, but you both succeeded despite them. Time Spider's turn. Oh, you little bastards. I'm just going to take a full move maneuver across the ceiling.
It will have taken a full move maneuver across the ceiling.
To this corner. And visions again, please, at -5.
Should I? Yeah, my head would follow it.
Aye. Oh my god. It looks like you all fucking see it pretty fine,
Definitely.
mostly.
But I follow all with their head movement. Did you just not want to have Ulfried in this, or did you just forget?
Oh, I just forgot. So yeah, on her turn, she would have like turned and backed up to here and taken an all-out defense. Sigurd.
Shoulder the shotgun.
Violet. Oh,
Take
were
a
you?
step back.
Oh, never mind. That's a ready maneuver to shoulder it, I'm guessing. And yeah.
Yes.
Take a step back and deploy the staff. The half staff. The Joe staff.
The staff, the half staff, the Joe staff.
So many words.
All right. Let's just.
Bye copy disk in the vault.
Guy manifests a small syringe in his hand.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
That's creepy.
Intriguing.
If it's what I think it is, then how the fuck did you know to do that? But Matthias,
Might as well turn around and go closer.
Lucius.
Turn on the gloves to stun. And turn around.
Stun that
Oh wait,
spider.
I don't know what it is, so I didn't turn around. Just turn them on.
Okay. Lily.
Open the baggie that's taped to the side of the Arazuka,
Uh-huh.
or like to the inner lip of the Arazuka.
Did you save a fart in there for later?
Oh, it's full of glitter, yo.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Time Spider's gonna make a moving attack at Ulfheed. Dropping from the ceiling and spinning around as it does so. It reaches with both a limb and pincers. And she's lucky that that's not a crit, but they both potential hits. She will attempt to dodge and retreat from both, and she barely manages it. Stumbling slightly over the jack on the floor there. And Sigrid.
Oh, I thought that was a little, like, Chinese motorcycle.
Sigrid. Damn it, I can't grab the thing to turn her. Damn it.
Hold E and rotate mouse wheel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you've got your token selected and hover over it, and then you hold E and rotate mouse wheel.
Well, that's cool. She will move over here and take a shot at the spider.
It was her gun loaded?
That was my next part. You ruined my funny thing, goddammit.
Sorry.
Because it goes click.
No one's taught her that part.
I don't know.
No, I think she
I
knows. She
I
just like,
didn't hand it to her loaded.
yeah.
He said it was finished. If it's finished, it should be dangerous, right?
So the gun's not loaded, right?
Yeah,
Did
Sigrid-
you know about the safety?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
we've
Sigrid
actually
has been.
done shooting practice together.
Yeah, like she's now got these skills. This is not what she does, so she didn't think about it.
That said, everybody in the room that hasn't seen her practicing takes one look and assumes that that was a mistake that was just made.
Click.
Not that the mistake made was Guy building a
Yep.
gun specifically for her.
Violet.
She will. See, when you do wait actions, you can't take a step and wait, right? It has to be just a full action. Right?
Yeah, you can do step and wait, I believe. Check the cheat sheet.
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Wait. Active defense, any. Movement varies.
Okay,
You can perform
so
a step and wait, losing your step in the preceding maneuver. So you can't take a step in the thing you wait for.
Okay, cool. I suppose she'll take a step and wait for the spider to move past her so she can whack it with the hopes of knocking it back.
okay, Geet.
Can you aim a melee attack?
You can evaluate,
Evaluate.
for a +1 on the next on your attack.
Up to +3 at +1 per second.
Okay, then yeah, I will. Whoops. I will do that.
The penalty to hit it is -5, but it's got a size modifier of 1, so -4 normally. But you evaluate this turn.
I need to aim at a weak point anyway.
Matthias.
Let's walk up and whack it again. All out determined level 2 deceptive. Which could be rephrased as all out deceptive.
There's just enough room in that bike hex. Don't forget the -4.
-4?
For it shimmery invisibly.
Ah, what about size?
That's included in there, the +1.
Okay. Maybe just 1 level deceptive then.
Roddy out. Whiff. Lucius.
I'm going to turn and step into shadows.
Zuki.
I point at the, or I will move over to that area where they're all pointing and attacking and all that.
Righty out, just a move for now.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna.
Righty out. Time Spider is gonna.
Hope it doesn't bite Matthias and he develops time spider powers.
Yes.
This is the spider that was meant to bite him.
It's gonna retreat slightly halfway up the wall, and it is gonna swing with a leg at Violet, like kicks out at you.
Like a horse.
That's not fair. That's not what I was preparing for.
And at the same time, it's
like Sleipnir, the 8-legged horse Odin rode.
At the same time, it goes for a snap at Matthias with its mouth, which it potentially manages also. You both may attempt
All
active
out.
defenses. The leg gets knocked out the way.
All out.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Ouch.
This is armor divisor 10. 5 cutting damage to the torso.
Matthias doesn't just wear his suit for no reason.
Makes sense. And
Fuck.
what is your HT -2?
10.
10. Cool. Sigrid.
Well, I'm obviously gonna do what you do to giant ugly spiders. I drop the shotgun axe.
Oh, that's probably a
I'm
major
gonna
wound actually as well. Sorry. Because it will have come out as 7 damage. Yeah. It's knocked down and stunned straight up. HT. From Matthias, please. Unless you want
What,
to
sorry?
knock down and stun.
Ah.
For the major wound. Because it's more than half HP. You good?
Health stun? Yeah, health stun.
But oh yeah, you're good. Violet. Sorry, Sigrid. Still you were chucking down the shotgun axe.
Yeah, drop the shotgun axe, and I'm gonna spend the HP, and I'm gonna take off at like my full move speed, and slip between these two, and just like body slam against where it is on the wall.
Not the dark room.
Like hopefully.
Luke, why was it a major wound?
More than
Oh,
half
sorry, I thought you were done.
HP in damage. 7. What's
I
your
took
HP?
5. I have 11.
Cutting is 1.5 times.
Oh shit, forgot about that. Sorry.
Radio. So yeah, DX please. There's plenty of room to slip between them, I think. And then either wrestling or DX to slam that bastard. It does not manage to retreat.
was slam again? Tools. It's just falling damage, right? For the slam?
Falling / collision, yeah. And you use your
right.
HP and your velocity.
Nine crushing damage. I think we both take that.
I think I have to roll it for you with its HP.
Oh, right.
What was the velocity?
14.
New.
Like, just took off at her full dead sprint.
6 crushing damage to you.
Oh, ow.
You do feel it crack in places underneath you. One of its legs kind of like breaks loosely.
Okay, and then because I rolled that wrestling, I'm holding it.
This would have had to be like an all-out attack double to do that, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I will allow it. So yes, also roll thrust damage. Let me check what your trained strength would be right now, because you'd probably be using more than one times. Oh wow, that's a good roll.
Like almost maximum.
Where is that table? Appendix tables, that'll do.
Which table?
In technical grappling, page 47, the grip strength table. But is this just 2 hands, I'm guessing? Really?
Yeah, just 2 hands. Like, she literally just dropped her shotgun axe and, like, went for it.
Alright. You inflict 3 control points over it, and you are holding it against that wall. Violet.
You got it? And same action as before. If it tries to get past her, whack it.
Geet.
We'll continue to evaluate because I need all the help I can get.
Matthias.
Do I stay or do I go now?
That is the tune of that song.
No, I got it. Mostly because I was humming it in my own head.
Matthias just spend the turn in and out.
Yeah.
Cool. Lucius?
Spider is dead, right?
No.
No, not at all.
Sigrid is currently wrestling said spider.
Yeah, it's like she's holding it against the wall while its legs kind of flail about manically, and it like screes.
On the plus side, I'm pretty sure she's got it by the top, so it's gonna have a harder time biting her.
Okay, I'll get below her, below the spider as I move underneath everybody in the shadows, and that's my turn.
Its teeth are like dripping on you. Bits of Matthias's blood dripping on you. Lily.
I am Arizuka-ing or glitter bombing that entire corner.
Go for it. Roll me guns, Azuka, or DX, please.
I mean, I'm aiming for a corner, so
I'm-
or like a hex.
I'm pretty sure glitter just fills this corner of the room.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like you could count it as like an ROF 20,000.
Even with that failure, you have reduced the penalty to hit it slightly.
I didn't do it for like aiming because I didn't aim at it. I aimed at that corner, so it's one of those like I didn't add the bonus in, so I think I actually hit with the bonus to hex.
Did it get hurt on last turn? Yes, the slam damage from Sigrid. So it's going to try and bite her twice and fail on both times, and that second one is a critical fail. So let's roll for that. And that is
Strain your shoulder.
My soldier.
Don't drop weapon, but can't use it to attack or defend for 30 minutes.
Unarmed critical miss at 15 is
That's
tear a muscle, 1d6 minus 3 of injury to the limb. It tears its fucking teeth, limb.
He was really trying to bite her.
Yeah, and you're holding it in place. That's kind of thematic. It works out. It doesn't say minimum one, but it definitely hurts it. Sigrid,
I just want to strengthen my grip.
you will need to roll to wrestle again. I did check and find that.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna make this all out. Can I?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, all out
if you
determined.
Yeah, all out determined will give you a +2 only, but all out strong will give you the normal damage bonuses to your control point roll.
I'm gonna go for the +2.
Rightio.
Unnecessary, but I felt like not failing was more important.
It does still get a chance to dodge. Its dodge is pretty shocking right now because you've got some control over it. Oh wow, how is it that shocking? Good luck, buddy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, roll your thrust. Another 5. So now you've got 5 control points over it.
Okay. Cool.
And the max damage you can inflict from a grappling attack is double your current control points.
Okay. And then yeah, I just want to say, little help. Little help.
Oh, I forgot Ulfeed again. She will have stepped back and she's started rummaging in a bag for sure. And Violet.
I've been trying to look up the rules for close combat and attacking into it.
Oh god, yeah, I don't know why I can never remember that. I think it's a -2.
-2-ish.
Yeah.
We can look it up if you're remotely close.
No, but all right, -2. That'll work.
And it's only a -2 to hit that thing for vision penalties now because of the glitter on it. And
The reason it's hard to look up the close combat rules is that they're actually under tactical combat.
Weird. Okay.
I figured that out a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
All right, swing at it, center of mass.
Hitcha!
And she'll take a step forward so she actually hit it too.
Should I try this dodge? I think I'm at 3 now. Failed dodge. Wow.
Hey, max damage.
It's still up, but it hurt. Crunch. You definitely crack it in another place. You can see weird rainbow chrome time spider blood leaking out of it.
Well, try not to get any of that on me.
Yeah, don't touch the rainbow chrome blood.
Definitely don't lick the rainbow chrome blood.
But it looks delicious. Gee.
What is the minus to hit the most visibly damaged area? I'm trying to find a chink in its armor.
It'd be like a -8.
If you open basics at 2 and search for arachnid, you'll get the table that pops up to tell you how difficult it is, but chinks in armor are generally -10, except for one type of chink that's -8, but I forget what that is.
Torso.
All right, and I don't get any sort of bonus for Sigrid holding it, or that's just for its dodge, right?
Correct. In fact, you have a
that affects
penalty.
its ability to dodge you.
You have a penalty
Yeah.
because Sigrid's mostly in the way.
Inconsiderate.
At base, you're at -4 to hit it, even with Sigrid there, because of the glitter on it now as well. So if you
Yeah,
wanted to
so I
aim
get a
for a chink in armor,
+2.
you got +2. So it would be
I got +2.
It would be -10 to hit a chink in armor.
That's not gonna happen.
If you went all out, determined, and telegraphed it, it'd only be a -2.
Really?
Because you get +8 total for the all out, determined, and telegraph.
Basically, the telegraph will basically
The
cancel out the dodge penalties from Sigrid.
Not really. It's still going to be dodging at a 4 because this
Oh.
is the third dodge in the turn.
Okay, so to aim at the chink, all out determined telegraph, but still with Sigrid in the way, and size modifier, we're only looking at -2?
Correct.
Jesus. Okay, I gotta be more on top of all the
Plus
special
8,
melee stuff.
minus 10.
Yeah.
-2 for that, so it should be -4.
To
I have the
evaluate.
+2 for aiming,
Oh,
evaluating.
right. Evaluating.
Boom.
And you hit,
All right.
and it can attempt its dodge, and it fails its dodge.
Yeah, so Guy sticks it with a needle and hits the plunger.
Oh.
that's- Today's dose of temporal decoupler.
Oh shit, brah. What if?
Is Guy about to get really weird when he misses his dose?
Oh yeah.
I hope so. It's gonna be
Will
great.
Guy have been weird when he missed his dose in the future?
He's gonna
Yeah,
be.
we'll see.
He's gonna see like baby Sigrid crawling on the ceiling and turning around and saying like, "You're a wicked bad time soldier." Cool. Matthias.
Let's go all out determined telegraphed to the arachnid. Oh, it didn't work when I typed arachnid, so I had to type vermiform and work from there. Vitals.
I think it's arachnoid.
Wait, no, I can't do vitals crushing. I'll just go at it. All out strong telegraphed.
Cool. Yep, does not dodge.
+3. 15 damage.
That's a major wound. Even with armor, that is just barely a major wound. It goes limp under your arms a bit, Sigrid. Lucius, you see its legs stop scurrying.
I want to get out of the shadows and touch it with my stun glove as I try to help.
Alright.
Is that Judo?
That'll
or-
stun Sigrid.
Oh no, the spider, not Sigrid.
Sigrid is
Sigrid's
holding
And
the
unless you have
spider.
a better skill.
Can I touch anything that is not covered by Sigrid, or is that one of the
No,
situations?
There's
The
a
way
spider.
electricity.
I don't know how conductive a time spider is. Uber conductive.
That's true. Crystal.
Yeah. Okay, maybe.
It's piezoelectric. You stun that thing, the whole world blows up. If it were
But at least
piezoelectric,
our
the whole
watches
world.
will be one time.
Oh yeah, no,
He
nice.
stuns it and it heals.
Whoomp. Feel free to attempt to stun, regardless of what them nerds shout at you. And it's not quite a crit because of bonuses and penalties and what have you.
Also, judo's not a striking.
Yeah, I
Oh,
I
what
said
do I-
The
do
thrusts
it.
for control
Right.
points.
It is a grappling maneuver, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it, not punch it.
So now you've got one control point over it, and you attempt to stun it also. And yeah, lol, Sigrid, please roll HT. It's like at a penalty as well, but I can't remember where it is.
Oh, and that's at a +4.
Yeah, you're fine then. Spider, who knows? It twitches a bit on the limb that you've grabbed, Lucius. And Lily?
Did the glitter help at all?
Yeah, it's helped significantly.
All right, now she's gonna tear off the second bag, which is more of a confetti glitter.
Okay, the streamery stuff.
No, the like thick instead of like the fine stuff, it's like the thicker like. stuff
Yeah.
that's about like
Them shards, you don't want to get them in your eyes.
the shardy ones, the ones that are about like maybe a millimeter by a millimeter
Mhm.
each.
They'll blind you and you only see the void.
But she's dumping that bag in next.
Time Spider very much limp and motionless, but still occasionally twitching. We can end turn order, I think, although I suspect she probably all gear another bash anyway.
Yeah, I think
And then a
Sigurd's gonna
cute
use some of those
white and black
points.
cat comes and eats it off of the floor.
And then
She
also,
did that
I
like
think,
a minute ago.
I think everyone gets party or glittered again.
What the fuck was that?
It was a time spider.
Time Spider?
A what?
I didn't think they
Why
were
are
real.
there spiders in time?
They're outside of time. That's the problem.
They're real.
Ah, fuck that.
That is not
hurts.
outside. That is not outside time.
No,
That
it
is in
followed
time.
her from outside time.
No, they're real. I'm so sorry that I brought one here. Oh God, Matthias.
I think I need some help.
Oh shit! Lily will
Ooh,
get him to his mom right away.
Matthias, you take 6 toxic damage.
Yeah.
Better get
Lily
your
is
hospital.
teleporting him straight to mom.
His eyes roll back into his head, and he collapses over the bike just before you grab him.
But he's gonna gain time powers.
No, he's just gonna become Time Spider-Man.
Well, at least have some sort of semblance of comfort that you're gonna be better than Peter Porker.
He was bitten by a radioactive pig. He was a spider that was bitten by a radioactive pig. I am not on board with Peter.
It's kind of cool.
If you watch his intro bit in that, is like a little spider with a
Spider.
briefcase.
Nice.
A pig bites him.
It's horrifying.
So are they saving Matthias?
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
He got warped.
Captain Americat. Goose Rider.
Howard the Duck, please no. Please God, no. Oh God, what's wrong with him? He's been stabbed.
Mary Jane Water Buffalo.
Time spider.
Time Spider? What the fuck is a
I told you,
spider?
time travel stuff's happening. Time spider.
Time travel stuff. She like
Just fix him up.
sprays something on his wounds. She starts clicking buttons and switches and things.
Is the time spider still in there?
It is.
She'll teleport back, grab the spider because she might need to get anti-venom produced, and then thwomp the time spider down on the other table.
Lily appears. I'm taking this. Mila like turns around when she comes back and then just screams. Oh my God! The fuck is that?
Spider.
Right, Time Spider. Oh God. And this will go on a while. She will indeed need anti-venom.
You know what?
No.
Would a dose of temporal decoupler help with the With the venom.
It could.
The time venom.
It really could.
Yeah, I'll give it to Mila, and I'll say, I'll watch it while she administers it and take it back, and I'll just let her know that it's something that'll help with the thing, but it's really important that she not analyze it.
Roll 2 HT checks for me, please, Matthias. Straight up. Success and failure. Cure. Cure.
Uh-oh, the time drug didn't work.
Or maybe it did.
Actually, kind of an anti-time drug.
Essentially. You're very correct. But yeah, that wound on Matthias's chest does not look good. And Mila gets him into intensive care and gets him hooked up with all sorts of stuff. It almost looks like the wound is suffering necrosis. It's like dead flesh, and it's as if it's progressed untreated for much longer than just a few minutes.
Goddamn time spiders.
It continues to accelerate until Guy gets brought in, and then shortly after that dose, it does seem to slow down, and Matthias's pulse and blood pressure start to stabilize. The time spider in the lab was not dead, but Mila kills it as she extracts some of its venom. She realizes it's not dead because it does a big twitch, and then she proceeds to cut it into several pieces.
I imagine it would start to do the spider death thing, contracting.
Curl up its legs, you mean?
It's those little things where the legs twitch for a while, then they stop. Pull in on itself.
Either way, she makes sure it's dead.
Lily will pop back and go, "We're all having alcohol at my house now."
Ulfie, it's just like the tower.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry I brought that thing.
Whatever.
You seem to be
Fucking-
sorry for lots of things.
You don't have any decoupler in there, do you? I'll gesture at the bag.
She shakes her head. No.
Okay.
Are you gonna have an interesting day there, Colin?
Yeah, I think I need to go to the hospital.
Wait,
Luckily,
what?
we have one. Luckily, we have one in the other room.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's where I'm going. Because I'm gonna start having some really bad physical symptoms here.
You need help?
No, I'll walk myself downstairs and let them know what to expect.
I mean, there's literally one right there. And I point to the door next to the arcade cabinets.
Yeah, I'm not gonna impose upon your mom. It's the symptoms will
That sounded
abate.
weird.
Yeah, I
Is
guess
this like a diabetic thing?
kind of. Except I'm time diabetic.
He needs
And I
his
just
insulin.
used my insulin to save Matthias's life and to poison the spider, basically.
By the way, look, there's a couple tokens on here that probably shouldn't be.
Diabetic, diachronic.
Yeah, there you go.
Where is Audrey? Because she's in two places at once.
Is she? Oh, is she on the map somewhere?
Yeah, with the time spider in the bottom corner. There we go.
And it should be Violet anyway, right? But
Yep, Violet's over in the dining room.
Hi, Oma.
is Matthias okay?
He got hit by a time spider.
She's shaking her head. Lily, don't. Why are you playing with time spiders?
Because my great-great-granddaughter brought some.
This is. Don't talk nonsense. Who is this you've brought? Hello, welcome.
My great-great-granddaughter, Ulfried.
Yeah, hi. Ray's just blinking. You're my great-great-great-great-granddaughter?
Yeah, try not to think about it too hard. Sigurd grabs a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, Sigurd over there is my great-great-great-great-granddaughter. I think I put enough greats in there.
This is Sigurd's mother. And an eventual descendant of Lily's.
Time
Sigrid
stuff is weird.
Oh wait, I'm not
walks up.
there.
Yeah.
No.
I'm in the hospital.
Sigurd walks up next to Ulfheed and like takes a giant slug off the bottle and just like looks over and like, I not see resemblance. Another giant swig.
So, Guy, I think you're already experiencing the classic fever.
I'm fever. Yeah. Basically I lose a hit point per hour until I get another dose. But
Hell of a dependency.
yeah. But I feel like since I kind of said I was using 2 days worth, basically I'm just gonna have to ration out what I have. So I'm giving myself smaller doses to get me through the next 48 hours, and I'll lose a day's worth of hit points.
Oof.
If that works for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the next time you guys see Guy, he is also noticeably older looking.
He's gained wrinkles.
Ouch.
That's kind
He's
of brutal.
bolder.
We'll have to get him a gate.
How does Oma react to that news?
She staggers and leans against the counter. You sure of this? Is this why Mila went crazy a few minutes ago?
There was a DNA test and everything.
There's also a time spider.
How is this possible?
Just throws her hands up in the air and goes, time travel! I've been dealing with this for how long? 2 months?
When two people love each other very, very much.
I've been dealing with this stuff for months.
I'm just... That's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
What does it mean for everything?
Apparently nothing.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
The future they're from isn't ours anymore.
We've already had this conversation. I have a headache.
That's an amazing way of putting it, Audrey. Violet. Erg.
Shrug.
Is there any more of that special super booze that actually get me drunk?
Pulling out the pot for this.
Oh, that bottle you bought from that place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you've got a little bit of it. pure. You
Yeah.
found out it was just pure ethanol. And
She's just drinking gasoline.
Jet fuel.
Yeah.
But yes, the pot comes out.
the weeds,
Yeah,
rail,
the weeds.
The
rail.
marriage hoobies.
Please,
What is this?
I need to smoke, please.
It's the good. It's the really fuck you up stuff.
Hydroponic, genetic manipulated.
Yeah.
Gets your grinder stuck because it's just dust. Don't even look like it
If
comes from a
grinder
plant.
Luck, just exit out of the app and restart it.
Try clearing your cache if that doesn't work. Well,
So you quite literally drop in and bring time spiders with you.
Just one.
it was just the one.
Spider. So what's now? Hmm?
I'd like to start. I just want to spend time with you, Sigrid. She said she wanted. She was gonna say she wanted to start to get to know you, but she already knows you quite well. So I just want to be with you, Sigrid. You're my daughter. I love you.
Well, I keep quite busy on Nirvana. I superhero. I even currently top rankings.
I know. Yeah. You'll keep that place for quite a while as well.
So it is path to power.
Yeah. The circle is complete. You all die in the hellfire.
Something has been summoned.
Oh no, not again.
It was actually the demon who made the circle that time. He summoned a Nazi.
Well, this is awkward.
Well,
I think.
today's been screwy.
Yeah.
She says, exhaling. I guess today's been screwy.
Yes.
You
Very screwy.
you could stay with us, Ulfheed, as long as you need. There's a spare room. Sigrid, she's your mother. Don't you remember her?
I have never seen this woman before today.
This is the first time Sigrid meets me.
So, are we really Norwegian?
Yeah?
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 That's good.
Your father is a musician.
I'm musician, I date musician.
Oh.
Hopefully, it's not your father.
What's her name? She says, letting something slip.
Hannah,
Ah, very nice.
how you know her? You know future. You know all of this. I not need to tell you anything. Why you want to spend time with me? You obviously already know me.
Because you're my daughter and I love you. And you're special and I want to keep you safe.
Sigrid
Hey,
takes a
Violet?
slug from the bottle and hands it to her.
Hey, Violet, I think we should leave these two alone. Can I talk to you over here?
Sure.
She gives it a sniff. And then she takes a
Actually,
sip.
she's gonna take you into her room. Now that I think about it.
Get your X card ready, Lee.
Bedroom.
Yeah, if you two want to have a conversation, I feel like we can kind of safely assume where Sigurd's conversation is going.
I think it's a good time for his last break, honestly.
Yeah.
Probably.
Rodeo.
Sure.
So we'll be right back in 5 minutes. It'll give me a chance to think about stuff. We're back. So, after the time spider came through, people got fucked up a bit. Matthias got sent to the hospital. Guy had to use some medicine on Matthias and the time spider. Well, he didn't have to, but he did, which was very smart in both instances. And it's not going to be a pleasant evening for them. Lily and Violet do go off to a side room to speak briefly, though, while Sigrid and her mum finally start having a conversation. Lily, I think
okay.
you wanted to say something to Violet, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna like look at her and say, "Well, I know a lot just happened, but I did like want to talk to you about something before time travel bullshit." She takes a big old hit off the just and passes it over.
Sure. She takes it and holds it, but doesn't do a hit.
Doubt
She
Lily
looks
will
concerned.
notice.
So, okay. I wanted to, you can record things with that thing, right? The mind thingy?
I mean, kind
Sensory
of.
mind thing?
I mean,
Like-
more I can tell it things and have it record what I tell it, but basically, yeah.
And because you're the one, like, who has the mental powers, you could record through it, right?
I mean, yeah. Are you okay? What's wrong?
I haven't been able to, fully remember or describe everything that happens in my nightmares because dream bullshit. But if we recorded that shit, we could show it to my mom and my therapist. Maybe actually have documents of what happened.
I mean, it would be recordings of your dreams, not of what happened.
Like, my dreams are what happened.
I mean, we
Sometimes
could.
they get messed up, but a lot of times it's just replay mode.
Yeah, sometimes modern acquaintances get thrown in there to be killed by your nightmares, but for the most part it is just, as far as you can tell, a replaying of events during those 2 weeks of horror.
I mean, I suppose we could record them, but you're obviously suppressing them for a reason.
I mean, but my therapist wants me to deal with them or whatever because she has me even keep that fucking dream journal. You see it next on a nightstand, or not nightstand, on the floor, just a sad little book.
Frowns at it.
Great descriptor for any journal that any kind of therapist ever asks you to keep.
Well, I can't say I'm a big fan of dream journals, but that's just because I can cheat. What are you hoping to get out of it? I can show you your dreams, but they're going to be just as scary from the outside also.
Yeah, but then maybe like Mom and Oma could help me out if they know what's happening. It's you know, try to describe something to someone and they like won't get it.
I guess.
Oh, you up solid.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to experience it too. You realize?
Say no if you want, but like would really help me out.
I mean, I don't think you're right, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
So like
Like, what does your therapist think?
I haven't talked to her about illegal brain thingies.
I mean, it's not technically illegal if it's consenting. But
Oh.
anyways, what did you want to like? What did you have in mind?
You could stay over some night and do your mind thingy when I'm sleeping, and then like we record that shit.
All right. We are gonna have to get software for it. I don't actually have that kind of software, but that should be viable.
All right. You know, where you gotta get it. I'll pay for it.
I mean, it'll be fine. I was kind of intrigued, anyways. It just might take a few days to actually get. I doubt it's legal. But I'll find something.
I guess not awesome, but whatever. You know, I still take the joint back.
Good.
Steve didn't take any of it.
Then she kind of looks at you and realizes, oh crap. Actually, I'll see if I can find something tonight. You look like you could use some sleep.
Like I actually been sleeping okay ever since I saw the.
You got a bit quiet again, Tara?
Because I'm mumbling. Ever since I saw the which one did I see?
I
The
think
brain
it was
thing?
I think it was the aliens that was calling.
Since I saw the alien thing.
Wait, seriously? Was that real?
I don't know. It made me sleep better.
Would your moms know?
No.
If it was real.
You know, if aliens are real.
Right, like surely they would know if the aliens were real.
I mean, Oma wouldn't, but Mom might. Mila might.
Give me some research checks. You've had a couple of weeks since seeing the alien abduction. Well, you've had about a week since seeing that video. And Violet, you managed to pick up on like his name and stuff. And yeah, Lily, you find an English article from Venezuela that says that this person went missing from like a couple of years ago, from 1997. And the person that's gone missing is this general in the American occupation forces.
There we go. That's
So
a weird lead. Something.
So yeah, it's the guy who senses your experience and apparently went missing at his son's 11th birthday. But the news article didn't report aliens or like that. They say that everyone became ill at the party. Like most of them were taken to hospital, but he just disappeared. No leads from police.
Another random thread to pull on, I guess.
If you're ever in Venezuela, if you're ever in US occupied Venezuela,
I'm more disturbed by the. I'm more disturbed by the aliens than the American.
But yeah, like sooner would probably be better.
I'll give me a couple hours. I'll see what I can find.
I'm gonna peek my head out or listen to the owls. Are they still having their chat out there? Weird conversation.
Yeah,
Nice.
owls will be talking up shit about some nonsense. Oh wait, you mean Sigrid and her mum?
Yeah.
I thought you were
There's
talking about
owls out
some
in that room.
owls outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you walk out,
So, mice.
yes, delicious.
The house
Actually,
smell.
she will grab a dump a big old trash bag out of her bedroom freezer and teleport to the backyard and do a feeding frenzy while those guys are out chatting.
Koi. Well, Ulfeed is in the kitchen.
Pounds.
She asked Ray if it were alright for her to do some cooking, and she is preparing some supper.
Oh, it's almost like she knows where all the stuff is in her kitchen.
That is exactly what it's like as she pulls stuff out, plates it out, gets the frying pan going.
Actually, Luke,
Yeah.
there's a part of me that thinks it might be funnier and more entertaining when they come out if Sigrid and Ulfheed are like hugging together, just crying.
I'll take that one, yeah.
Like, who knows how that conversation necessarily went, but it went from like super cold to like,
And Rayon
Ray's
is
sat there watching and she's
at
also
the table,
crying.
just, like tears.
Yeah. She's got a box of tissues. She's like, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to bed, you guys. That's taken it out of me.
And then yeah, you two walk out and Sigrid like straightens up and starts wiping the tears out of her eyes. Like,
That might have just been Violet.
Oh.
I watched with some owls and decided to go directly to the backyard and feed a couple 100 pounds of owls or mice to, or like 100 pounds of mice to
50
owls
pounds
out
of
back.
owls.
Hands up, don't mind me motion as she shuffles past.
She sniffs. She's like, Violet, do you want some food? I'm cooking. I found the hidden
What?
meat. Beef, Sigrid.
No, I gotta go pick up a recorder. I'll be back in a couple hours.
They have a music room over there. I'm sure there's a recorder or a flute or something.
It's a little bit more advanced than what they've got normal here.
Okay.
Actually, Leah's looking around to see if either of the Dunnings are in sight. They are not. Unless you've got a synth recorder in there, actually.
They've got all sorts of, I don't know, media stuff in that room.
Yeah, they aren't technically legal quite yet, so I doubt it.
I mean, Mila might have some, but she's currently looking over,
dying people.
dying compatriot.
Wait, are you after a sensi?
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
She
A
reaches
recorder.
in a bag and like fumbles around a bit.
I mean, not the player, but the recorder.
Yeah, I've got one here. She pulls it out, the little weird like
Great.
rubbery hairnet thing.
Heads over, catches a glimpse of what's going on outside, decides to not keep watching.
Owl swarm. Lily cackling. I am the Owl Queen!
Nothing like a murder frenzy to settle the nerves.
Well, they're not alive. They're refrigerated mice.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll hand it over.
Oh, great. That'll save me some time. Looks over and opts to let Lily finish her thing. Don't want to interrupt that.
What time is it anyway?
It'd be 8 or 9 p.m. by now. And Matthias, you recovered 3 HP from the first aid that Mila gave you.
Cool.
Feel free to roll natural recovery HTs as well.
How many?
Just the one for now. Yep, you'll regain 2 HP while you're in Mila's medical care. So 5 total recovered from what you lost today.
-2 to 3.
Cool.
That's an important threshold.
And you'll wake
Lucius,
up
go.
the next morning in pain. I might have not dragged
Um,
Lucius on.
Actually, I PM'd you.
I did see that. Are you choosing to... Oh, okay. So yeah, perhaps you'll not wake up. Perhaps, in fact, serendipitously you have fallen into a spider-induced coma.
Sweet.
Matthias doesn't wake up the next morning. He looks like shit if anyone visits him.
Does
Yeah,
Mila-
Sigrid definitely visits. Probably that night.
I think Audrey and I are busy that evening.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Guy already like that night looks a little bit older. You know, he was the same age as a college freshman would look, but now he definitely looks old enough to like be graduating college, at least.
You okay, buddy?
I'm not great, no.
What did you tell the doctors were wrong with you?
I think I probably framed it with the symptoms that I would be experiencing. You know, whatever the withdrawal causes physically.
Yeah, you could
to
probably pass it
losing
off
me.
as the world's worst food poisoning.
Okay.
I've known people that have been hospitalized for a couple of days for food poisoning, so yeah.
The last time I got it, I should have been hospitalized. I would have wanted to be. Anyway, can you do me a favor, Sigrid?
What you need? Anything.
There is a hidden drawer in the pharmacy. And I'll tell her where it is. I'm like, do not touch anything else that's in there, but I need you to bring me one of the syringes.
You got it.
Do not tell anybody else, and don't take anybody else with you.
Going now.
Thank you.
And yeah, Sigrid will head to the pharmacy.
Everyone who's possessing Sigrid right now laughs maniacally. You hear several other voices laugh maniacally with you, Violet. That's what it was like. Who said that? And everyone's like, quiet. Shh, she's saying something.
Yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
go retrieve that and bring it back.
Get Guy
Although
a
I opened
syringe.
the box, I'm definitely interested in what's in the box.
Quiet, you.
What else do you see in the box?
Like she's not. Keep in mind, she's not rummaging. Like she opens the box.
Yeah. Some military-looking things. Communicator. I think the only thing that would stick out is a single ancient-looking, or at least dirty-looking, human tooth in a like clear Ziploc bag.
Huh? Weird. Grab it and grab the syringe and
Oh, nice. Guy's crack supply. Sigrid smokes the tooth.
Or it's his hair's Dorian Gray portrait.
but
All right.
So
Okay.
the funny thing is I'm picturing Lucius just hiding in the shadow on the wall, listening to that private conversation.
Yeah, what
Probably.
have you been up to, Lucius? this
Well,
evening.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna go back there with Maya, since there wasn't anything that I could have done to help Maya, sir. So he probably would have gone and checked on Laura. He's more worried about getting his baby stolen.
Matthias,
He's
but
still in
yeah.
utero.
Well, yes, but he doesn't know fairies if they can stole it while it's in. He's being irrationally paranoid, as Lucius would.
Yeah, Laura seems fine. She's definitely been enjoying the strange pampering you've been giving her.
He has been acting strangely concerned, caring, and all those sort of things, more than usual. Not sure if she was expecting it.
So, like,
I think she's just excited for the attention.
we should
Oh,
start
then we should be fine.
thinking of baby names, Lucius. Like I've got a few. Like, I think if it's a girl, a really pretty name might be The Carnage. Like, for a boy, I was thinking maybe Laser Beam.
Hun, I think you might be thinking about superheroes' names before thinking about the baby.
Like, if we call them a name like that, then they will be like the coolest kid ever. Didn't you always wish you were named like Killboy or whatever?
I'm actually happy with the name I was given, but we can think of it.
How about
Bumblebee,
how about Lucius Jr. if it's a boy then?
he gives her a kiss and hugs her and says, "I like it."
Like, I always liked when kids were called Junior, so yeah. And if it's a girl, she can be Laura Jr.
Sounds like a good start. But yeah, it's more boring on their side, unlike the very interesting and dramatic thing that they're having.
One person's having time withdrawals, the other person is having time spider poisoning coma. One of us is having a reuniting with their mother, and then the last two of us are having nightmare recordings. Yeah, I think hanging a night with your wife is probably a little mundane.
All right. Well, I'm about run out, I think, on stuff. Any more scenes people want in particular?
I mean, I don't think we need to actually play it out, but do we need to roll anything for the recording of stuff?
I would like an electronics operation check.
Sure.
It's TL9 stuff. That medical will work fine for this.
That'll work.
And you can take extra time on this also.
Too many windows open. I need to just get media at some point. It's the one you use the most.
Everyone happy with skipping that Tuesday so we'd come back on Wednesday the 24th?
That's absolutely fine with me.
Sounds good.
The morning
Yeah.
that the tram is allegedly to be bombed. Or the evening. The morning of the day where the tram is to be bombed in the evening.
Yes.
The morning of the day of the evening.
Correct.
Sounds good.
I
Works
think you
for
just
me.
screwed that up.
I did.
Yeah, it's... you do not manage to get...
Oh no, but that's not without any extra time though.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, no, yes, so...
Yeah, taking time would be fine.
Taking time.
So it's not a crit fail.
No,
Because
it weren't a crit
I mean,
fail
that's-
anyway.
I mean,
Mhm.
that's a success then. Great.
It's an awkward success.
An awkward success. You will get a recording of some quality in the morning. You'll probably realise that you ran out of storage space very quickly. This stuff uses 100 gigabytes an hour.
That
So
makes sense.
So you got a lot of weird blankness, and then like the start of a nightmare that cuts out abruptly when it runs out of storage. But then on Tuesday evening, give me another roll.
Sure.
And you get a
Revert the numbers.
you input much more storage. You set it up to not start recording for about 30 minutes,
Hmm.
and you get a decent quality full recording of one of Lily's nightmares.
That sounds horrible.
Right. Let's all sit down and watch this tape, everybody. Lily, you especially. Get your eyes pinned open.
We can all make fun of Lily's pain.
This is a nightmare to you. Secret. Oh god, I choked myself.
I mean,
Karma.
it's pretty bad, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Lucius, were you about to say something?
Oh no, I just said karma.
Matthias,
Shut
roll me another HT, please. And recover another 2 HP.
-1
Anything
now.
else going on?
You're in a meditation like coma. Yeah, in fact. Icy wastes surround you as you wake up. You're not cold, but you're only wearing your superhero costume, the one that you made, featuring the flag of the football team, the very first iteration you made.
Huh. Look around.
It's like blank emptiness in every direction. There's a bit of a mountain ridge off to one way. And up in the sky, it's like a strange twilight, but it's full of galaxies and stars. And there is a moon, but quite clearly around the edges of it, you can see those markings from your coin.
Yikes.
Solid, bold, and bright, and slowly rotating.
I'm gonna do spider venom more often.
It's like as you walk, it's not like you're stepping, it's more like the ground and the entire planet you're on is rotating underneath your feet to move you forwards. Every step feels like you're going thousands of miles.
Huh. Check my whatever in the way of pockets I have.
Yeah, you open your little utility belt thing, which is probably like an appropriate coloured fanny pack, as you Americans would call them. Bum bag in the UK. And there's an hourglass in there. And though it's on its side as you open the bag and look down, the sand is still flowing from one to the other, as if it was held vertically. It looks about halfway there.
I'm gonna leave in that scene there.
Cool. Any other final scenes?
Not that I can think of.
Cool.
I think a lot of this is going to happen in the text chat.
I give
Likely.
Guy his thing.
Potentially, yes. And I do... Oh yeah, Guy gets his syringe. He'll do a little bit of his drugs. It'll look a bit
Yeah, I
better
have
for
to
a while.
really ration those going forward.
Give me an IQ check, please. Success by 6. Yeah, you'll be able to kind of dose over the next day or two, or over those couple of days, in a way that means you won't die.
Not even that. When I offered up 2 days worth of doses, it was because I thought the consequences weren't hourly, that they were daily.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hadn't come into play yet. But I age 2 years for every missed hour. So 48 hours isn't gonna really do a whole lot for me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ration out the shots, so like every week I'm gonna lose a cumulative, like I'll lose an hour a day. So every week I'll lose a cumulative.
Oof.
Oh God.
I mean, could we put you into stasis or something for a little while? Like, seriously?
I'll figure it out offline.
But yeah,
That
You
might
may
be
want
a
to
time
consider
you.
reworking the advantage, because it seems like what you want is more like weekly, where you
Well, I wanted
daily
the
is also
daily
immediate
need.
effects.
I wanted you
Anyway,
to have
we'll
to
figure
use
that
it
out between
daily.
sessions.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yep.
For a final credits scene, I would like one. It is Wednesday morning. None of you are present. I don't care about any of you. It's the bay. It's the bay outside the central business district, and there is some weird wreckage bobbing in the water, and there is a surf boat approaching to take a look. There's already the that flying famous surf guy, and a couple of flying superheroes, air quotes, that have shown up, and they're all arguing over it, and it's like, it's acting strangely, one of them says. Like, look at how it moves in the water. It shouldn't be like that. And then floating surf guy just says, you guys get out of here. This is a surf problem, okay? We don't need you. It's all fine. And the boat is approaching. And it slows down, cuts its engines. Someone's peering over the side. And they point at it and they say, Is that the fucking American flag? And everyone kind of looks down at the piece of debris that they're pointing at. And one of them says, it is. And then there is a flash and a as an implosion, explosion, something happens. And that piece of debris becomes a... But you don't really... No one spots this, but the piece of debris becomes a missile, getting sucked away into the sky. Out of fuel and at very long range, but travelling backwards, as if reversed in time.
Interesting.
And,
Weird.
And the smoke's rising from the bay after that explosion. Shakes all your windows and wakes you
So
up
the
on that
explosion
Wednesday
goes
morning.
off in the bay?
In the bay.
Okay.
Injured are some superheroes and a boat of surf people.
Bizarre.
And thanks very much for watching. We're the Kobold Cafe. I am Luke the GM. We had Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I am Guy, and I will be
Somewhat older next week.
Somewhat older. We had Everoth.
Hello, I was Sephiroth, and I was just taking in the background for today.
I don't know about that. You zapped a spider.
Zippity zip.
You loved your pregnant wife.
Yes.
We had Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I played Audrey and Violet today. And yeah, we fought a spider. It was cool.
Fought a
Also,
cool spider.
we engaged with nightmares, which is definitely going to have after effects.
Oh yeah, nightmares are cool. We had James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Sigrid. And Sigrid got reunited with her mommy. Her real mommy. And it's kind of beautiful. Probably not going to end well.
Probably not, but it's only the beginning, according to her.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But I similarly will be older next week. I mean, by about a week.
Right.
We had Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Lily. She's broken again by time shenanigans.
You're gonna be a mommy.
She's ignoring that fact. But yeah, she is having her dreams recorded. That's gonna be fun for everyone involved.
Yeah, it sounds like a rape party. It's like it.
It's awful.
You could sell them. You could sell your nightmares to Tenzin at a premium.
I mean, mine's for psychological stuff.
And
This
finally,
is-
finally we had Jared.
Yeah, I'm Jared. I played Time Spider-Man.
Time Spider-Man. Fuck's sake. Radioactive Time
Does
Spider.
whenever Time Spider-Man does.
Yeah. You know the rest.
I'm picturing you come back next week with your reworked sheet now that you have time powers, because screw you.
Well, we're the Kobold Cafe. We're at Kobold Cafe just about everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, and we've got a website that is thekoboldcafe.com. We'll be back on Thursday with Little Ages, run in Tabletop Simulator by Colin. How'd session 1
It's
go?
also in GURPS. It was good. I need to rework the spiders.
Oh, spiders need reworking.
Tara's character has 10 spiders that follow her around, and they might have been a little overpowered.
Oh yeah, they will be, for sure. Never give Terra allies. Never. Never.
I didn't make
Well,
them.
you could
He
have
made
told me
them.
that.
I was thinking about it one day when I saw you talking about it, but then I was sleepy and then I forgot, sorry.
Yeah, that's on you.
And...
Didn't you give Terra allies
Yeah, I
like,
know.
in this game?
Yeah, I know. In this game? Oh, the owls. Yeah, kinda. The
It's a
really shit
different-
allies, at least. They are extremely terrible. But yeah.
They're a great spy network.
Yeah, they're basically an annoying CCTV network for her.
It's pretty effective.
Also, read my book. Tara wrote a book.
Tara
Another
wrote a
one.
book. Tara
Second
wrote a
one's
book.
out.
Oh, book 2.
Yeah, it's been out for a few weeks now.
Yep.
But yeah, you should read the first one, then read the second one. It's another online. All Hail the Queen is the first one. The second one is another online, Clockwork. They're both on Amazon for print or ebook, and first one's ebook is only like $3, so that's a good deal.
Buy it. Spend your money.
Buy it. Read it. You'll enjoy it. If you like this bullshit, you'll like my bullshit too.
Buy it and buy everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Don't buy people, but buy...
White people.